What up, Nine?
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
As the 9% and word would say, make a better you, a better us.
Give them what they ask for.
Who do you think you are? I'm the word. Boy, I'm the one who put in the work.
When I move, is it a quick rumble? I will never ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title? We about to get into. But before we get into that, let me get into the chat. Commander, what up, Nine? Lady at a 9. Shout out to Commander. She says she gonna be in the bushes chilling, listening in to the show. So don't get it twisted. She'll still knock your head off if she had to. Shout out to the lady at a 9, the Commander, the General of Defense. She in the building, in the bush. BDB, how you living? How you feeling? My bad, bro. I missed the Battle of the Beats tonight. Y'all go over there, check out BDB Battle of the Beats every Sunday night. I think it's at 8. I was wrestling with my kids, man, trying to get them to bed. And my son had the TV and my daughter had my phone. So I ain't even get to indulge in the show tonight. But definitely go check it out after this. What up, my 33 brother, Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown? What I do? What the business is, man? Jug, what up, fam? Appreciate you. Hey, man, it's an open panel, open topic. I just wanted to leave with this, see if we had any brave souls willing to hit the link and give an understanding or their epistemology on accountability. And I asked the question specifically, I worded it like this specifically because I believe if you do something, you should be able to explain it, right? And so yeah, how do you take accountability, and what is the effects? I'm gonna be honest with you. What I see in the majority of people is this: it's easier to be honest with other people than themselves. So a lot of times, I feel people use the term accountability without truly practicing it. I think that's common. Probably about 70% of people do it. I don't really think too many people are accountable because a byproduct of accountability is responsibility. The more responsible you are, the less accountable you have to be. But when you see a person hold on, give me 1 second. Mic check. Is that a little better? But if you see a person take accountability, and you usually look at the consistency of that person, you'll see they are responsible people. Accountability doesn't work without responsibility. Really don't. One is before the action, one is after the action. So it's like a present and past tense, right? So anyway, yeah, if it a little better, I don't know what's going on with the audio tonight, but we're gonna try to make it through. We're gonna try to make it do what it do. Probably gotta switch it. I was on a big mic. I don't know, maybe I got a shortage in my cord. My kids be playing with my cords, but I got another cord for it. I'll try that later. But yeah, let me check the audio out. See how it's on. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah, I think it was better the first time. You'd have made me switch it up, bro. It's cool. We're gonna make it do what it do. We're gonna make it do what it do, baby. So yeah. But the link is pinned. I believe it is. Yeah, the link is pinned. So if you want to hit the link, if you want to talk about this subject or a different subject, feel free. It's open topic, open panel. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really feel like scheduling. I don't know. I'm just not in that headspace to really talk about nothing. I ain't gonna say I'm in the headspace. I just really don't have the time to prepare nothing, really. And I like to be at least have my thoughts in order before I come in and talk about a specific topic, especially when it comes to like personal development. Like these, I can kind of freestyle. I can freestyle a lot of things. And that's what I've been doing. But it's some things that I really want to get in. I want to get into detail, like the emotional addiction, but to do that, I got to present information also, because a lot of these concepts, just from having normal conversation, I see people not fully aware of them. So I want to be responsible to present the information where they can take it and go out and practice. That's just my method. I don't see the point in me talking about nothing if people can't go out and do it the next day. It's kind of like worthless for me to talk about. I don't tell nobody to believe in me. I give you things that you can actually practice. So I like to talk from an aspect where people can actually take the information and go do it themselves versus telling you something to sound good and uh, all that woo woo. You know, riders, what up, Rach? Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you. What up, Nine? Yeah, so yeah, accountability, responsibility. We can talk about anything. But if y'all leave me up here by myself, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. And I ain't gonna do no Jedi mind tricks and or no superliminals to try to get Gary up here because he already said he ain't coming back up here. So I ain't even gonna try it tonight. I might do it with writers though. I might try to say something to get writers up here. Well, she gonna come up here anyway. She usually come up anyway. Commander in the bushes. She probably chilling with her boo. Charlie chilling with her boo. So those are. There she go. There go Rach. I know she wasn't gonna leave me hanging.
I was coming up anyways, even if it was for a little bit. So
Gary might leave me hanging, but I know you wouldn't, so I appreciate it. Let me stop fucking with G. I love my brother.
So, all right, we've been talking accountability for like weeks already. I've seen a lot of panels, man. So let me ask you a question, Coach D. Is accountability a learned skill or is it an inherited trait? My bad.
Nah, I mean, if it's taught from a young age, you can say it's an inherited trait. Like with my son, I'm teaching him how to be accountable at a young age. If you do something, just fess up to it because the punishment will be a lot worse. So hopefully as he do more of that, it'll be easier for him later to take accountability. But I don't think it's an innate trait. I think it's a learned behavior due to social and because of social condition. People don't like to get in trouble. So a lot of times, it's easier to lie to get out of trouble than to tell the truth and face the consequences. So just those social dynamics right there, I think that and it's, a lot of people don't like to be embarrassed. It's like all those negative aspects that we don't want. We have to overcome that to actually take accountability.
So basically, we have to bring self-awareness to ourselves. Ourselves. I had to say it like that because some people slow. Sorry.
Yeah, but it is like when I was younger, I used to say it all the time. I thought I know what accountability was, but when you actually take it and you see the benefits of it, I mean, it's like you get a different or deeper understanding. Like Gary always said, like with Gary. No, but like really think about what Gary always say. It's not about being right; it's about getting it right. So that's a byproduct of accountability too, because it's like so many people want to be right, but when you get it right, you see the benefits of it. And sometimes it's better to be wrong to get it right than be right and get it wrong.
That's some real shit. So in your coach's opinion, right? I'm gonna ask you like a little 2-layer question, right? Why do some people struggle to take responsibility, and how can they be encouraged to do so? And does avoiding accountability, I hate that my words get messed up sometimes, lead to deeper conflicts and misunderstandings in people's lives?
It definitely do. So I don't know if you heard what I said at the beginning. So like accountability, think of a coin, right? On one side you got accountability, on the other side you got responsibility. But it's the same thing. It's just on different sides of the coin. So responsibility will be before or during the action. Accountability will be after the action, right? We always use these terms interchangeably, but it's really one is before, one is after. The more responsible you are, the less accountable you have to be, right? Accountability is like if I do something, then I'm taking responsibility to fit. This is why they use that, because to actually take accountability, you have to be responsible for changing the behavior or the action of what occurred. So, but responsibility, if you're responsible, is less likely you have to be accountable. So, I'm sorry, what was the beginning of the question? I got the run in my mouth.
Wait, yes,
The part
right.
about the part about responsibility.
All right. Why? Wait. The part about response. Okay. Why do some people struggle to take responsibility, and how can they be encouraged to do so? That's why I say, in your coach's opinion, I'm gonna ask these two questions, right? Because there's a lot of people that ask this question, and when I was looking on Google, on the questions and stuff like that, the statistics on these two questions are very high, and I see why it's a trending question, not just within the community, but on social media. So I was like, in your coach's opinion.
So the reason, I mean, I can only speak. I can't speak for everyone. Like I don't,
No, I
I
know
don't
that.
use a blanket, but I will say most commonly what I see when people struggle taking responsibility is the fact that it's easier to push blame on the other people.
Mm,
Right? People don't like to be wrong. People just don't like it. It's not a good feeling. This is why I talk about emotions a lot, because until you overcome these emotions, you will have these problems and being responsible for something. Like even in a relationship, right? Think about this. You people get in a relationship and it's always the other person's fault. But what about the part you played?
mm.
Right? The relationships always fall apart because they did this, they did that. They was like, well, what was you like? And why was you with this person that long when you seen all this? If you know it was a problem, you seen this stuff before. But so
Facts.
it's easier to push the buck onto someone else. Or even when people lose their temper, well, they said something to me. Think about this. Like even online, they disrespected me. Okay, but that don't mean you had to respond like that. But that wasn't even a response. You didn't have to react like that. So you're not responsible for your own emotions because someone can say something to you and make you act out of character. So a lot of times it's easier. Instead of people looking at themselves in the mirror, it's easier to say somebody else did something. Even if they did something, you're still responsible for you. This is what I had to learn because I had a short fuse. Like I wasn't a barker, right? So if somebody did something to me, I didn't get loud or nothing. I just wait till ain't no witnesses and then I do what I want to do and keep it moving. But I had a
That's
real
a
bad
fact.
temper. You know what I'm saying? I had a real bad temper. It was easy to piss me off. And then the first thing I thought about is I want to hurt somebody or I got to get my get back. And then I'm thinking like, hold on, man. The reason I'm even upset, they said something or did something, but it's really my own insecurity. So I had to go in and fix it. But I can only do that if I'm being responsible for self. So what
Mm,
people will say shit your whole life, man. People will be talking about you trying to do little fuck shit. That's your whole life. That's just a life experience. And then if you react to everything, then you're gonna be tricking yourself out your own blessing. So I had
facts.
to become more responsible. Like, okay, I know I can't be around certain type of people because they trigger me. That's being responsible, not being around those people. You see what I'm saying? And then I have to work on myself. I got to work on my emotions because look, I can't just avoid people all the time. I'm gonna have to deal with people. I'm in business. I'm doing real estate, life insurance. I'm working with people in the hospitals. I'm always be working with people. So I have to be responsible enough to fix myself. I have to have emotional control.
That's a
So I
fact.
had to raise my emotional intelligence. But the thing that I had to overcome is the fact that I couldn't push the blame on nobody else. I had to stop doing that shit because it's easy. Because they did something, it made me feel this way, and then I reacted. But if they didn't do it, then I wouldn't have did this. That's what I used to say to myself. Well, if they didn't do that, then I wouldn't have did this. So it's their fault. No, it's still my fault.
There's shit. And that's an issue that we're facing in today's community for some reason. And I feel as though that is because we're too busy worshiping celebrities and shit like that, like if they were gods and stuff like that. But maybe I'm wrong.
Hassan, what up, though, bro? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Man, you know,
There's
that's
a lot of
a
factors to
portion of
this.
the problem.
I think it's a
We
lot
see
more.
people.
Yeah, go ahead, my bad.
No, I mean it's influence. You know what I'm saying? We see these
Mm,
people, these celebrities, and people start idolizing them, and their behavior and start mimicking their behavior. You know, that's what happens in a lot of society. That's why I say most people are sheep. Most people don't think for themselves. I'm just being honest. Most people don't think for themselves. People will
yeah,
hear shit and regurgitate it without really looking into the information before they say it to
facts.
somebody else. Like that shit weird, bro. And they'd
Yo,
be believing that shit. I heard somebody the other day was like, we only use 10% of our brain. Like, bro,
hey,
you
I
know
don't
that
know.
shit
I
came
keep
off a
hearing that.
movie. That shit came off a movie, bro. That shit was on Lucid. Man, and it's like then people trying to argue, and it's like, why am I arguing? Like you don't know shit. You don't know shit. So what the fuck am I gonna even have a conversation and argue with you or debate you about some shit you don't know?
That's some
Like
facts right there.
people try to tell me about, oh well, emotional intelligence is this and that. Like, bro, you don't even know what the fuck it is. You can't even tell me the 5 stages, let alone 3. And then you only telling me one aspect of it without even telling me the how to see it outside yourself.
Right.
Emotional intelligence is not just to be aware of you, but it's also to interact with other people. That's
That's
where the benefit is not just you, it's to identify shit in other people. But if you can't identify it in you, how you gonna see it in other people?
That's a fact. And like you've said before, man, a lot of people have not physically, how can I say, they physically have matured, but they have not mentally matured, right? They have not emotionally
Mhm,
or sexually matured. And that's the issue that we're
mhm.
having nowadays. And then you got the people that puts people in a place where you got to pick a side. You got to pick a side. Man, listen, we all grown. Ain't no pick a side. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong, right? There's a lot of things that you can cut down the middle, but you sure as hell cannot cut down the middle when something's right or when something's wrong. There's no way in hell, unless you're, in somewhere in the gray. You see where I'm coming from? Like that shit crazy.
And that whole like when like this is how you just start when people say, oh, you got to pick a side. That's that old sheep shit. Get that sheep shit. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. When they be like, you got to be
Right,
this, you got to be that. Man, I ain't got to be a goddamn thing besides what I want to be.
man.
I can
I'm
be
over
whatever.
that
My
shit right
mama
now.
told me I can be whatever the hell I want to be, and I believe her because she ain't never lied to me.
People mad at me right now because of that. They're like, "You're a woman. How is you taking Papoose side?" I was like, "Damn." I just wanted to, talk about relationship goals. I'm like, words been in my head, like Gary's been in his. He's been talking about responsibilities and accountabilities and what we think relationships look like. What we think that we know what we should make them up. I could just go down the list so many things. Right now, I was just, cutting it down the middle. And I don't really talk on celebrities, but when I do, I'm like, God damn, I have to pick a side.
And that's what I'm saying. Like people taking sides of a woman just because she a woman, not the fact that she right, but that's just she a woman. Like I had a family member get mad at me because I told her women rights are bullshit, and
Oh shit.
I'm like, she was like, "What you mean women rights are bullshit?" I said, "I think it's bullshit that women even gotta like. What is you begging for rights for? Fuck that. Take your shit. I ain't
Hey,
asking nobody for a goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like shit is my body, my choice, man. Fuck y'all. Y'all can't tell me what to do, man. Y'all need to stop. Look, this the problem, man. People be asking for shit that's already there. That we got accustomed to doing that shit, man. Look, I ain't begging you to treat me right, treat me special, none of that. Do it and see what happens. More people be like that, I bet you less shit happen.
mm,
And I'm just being real. Let somebody try to fuck with my wife rights and see what happens. I go to hell and the gasoline draws. Fuck with my wife rights and see what happens.
You're right, but
Yeah.
that's how it is now. But you gotta realize when they did the see people like how you tell me we gotta do deep research and stuff like that. People are no, you say people. How can I say the words people use, the phrases people use? They don't know what they're saying or how they're using it, right? And they use it in the wrong situations. I'm balling myself up, and I don't know why I'm doing this tonight like that, right? What I'm trying to say is like, for example, right? They using this woman's right with the Remy Ma situation, right? Oh, she's a woman. We gotta take her side. No, y'all go back and see why women were fighting for their rights, and it's not for the reasons that us women think it is. And I don't know if it's learned. I mean, it is. I keep saying I don't know. It is. Let me stop saying I don't know. It is learned behavior.
Yeah, so all this shit learned behavior, man. And like
Because it's
even
crazy.
even that, like when a woman, like you were saying, like that's why I say it's bullshit because people start associating bullshit with it, and they go like the Black Lives Matter. Man, that was some of the dopest shit I've heard when it first came out because especially at that time, even in today's time, like the white girl got off from killing her boyfriend. Like, come on now, man, y'all know that girl who killed that dude.
That's a
And
fact.
now she got off. Them 4 cops got off. Even though they was black, they still cops. And they stomped the shit out of somebody and they got like, come on now, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We seen that video. So I mean, but
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
I'm
man.
hearing from you for the first time. That's why I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. Like you hear me, I got no words. I haven't even like, oh shit, I ain't hear that. You gotta show me, you gotta send me the video.
It was like that was like 2 years ago. I covered it. I think me and my dad covered it.
Did I?
The video, I'm like, I think I still got the video.
I might. But
But
this
look how that Black Lives Matter shit turned out. It was good, because at that time, I understand all lives matter, but at that time with that climate,
word, you're muffled. You're muffled. Word, you're muffled. We can't understand you.
oh my bad. But at that particular time when that movement started, it wasn't all lives in danger. It was Black lives in danger. So that's why people saying Black Lives Matter I resonated with. But then I started saying all this other shit. Just like any black movement, people start attaching themselves to it and it turned into some fuck shit. That's why I ain't getting out there marching and shit. Y'all got me fucked up. I boycott and I go to war. Other than that, I'm straight.
People doing too much because my thing is shit. Listen, people already did what they did to make it to where we're at right now. And I feel as though what we doing, right? What we doing in return for what was given to us, right? Because we've made it far enough. Whether it's with the women's rights, civil rights, you see where I'm coming from. All of this, we've made it to a point where we shouldn't be complaining. If anything, if something's not working right, if it's messed up, right, or it hasn't changed that needs changing, find a way. But we're making excuses for whatever solution gets put on the table. And I'm not the only one that says it. And it's crazy because everything turns political in a way, no matter how you look at it.
Let me show you something though, Rich. I want you to do this when you get a minute, right? Go ahead and tell fiance what's gonna happen if somebody fuck with your rights. Ask them what's gonna happen.
With my rights?
With your rights. Ask them what's gonna happen.
Oh, my rights. Oh, like, what?
If somebody try to violate your rights, ask your fiance what's gonna happen.
I mean, listen, they're gonna end up in the casket. So I'm just playing.
so now you know that from him. I'm telling you that. So you don't see the problem. This is the problem. Motherfucker ain't got no man. Woman got a man that's gonna protect and provide for her. She ain't worried about no rights being violated, none of that shit.
It's a fact.
And then even with these laws and shit, like where the men at? Y'all got a bunch of old white men writing laws and shit for y'all. They don't care about women, bro. This is why we need young blood infused into the decision making when it comes to politics. You need some young people, and it needs to be more diverse.
That's a fact.
You got a lot of these men who just think women are property. Y'all don't need to be in control of shit.
And you know what's crazy? They want to start saying, well, this is what we got to turn into women's rights. No, that has nothing to do with women's rights. You see where I'm coming from? That's why I'm like, wait a minute, like go look at what women's rights was. Why is civil right the civil rights and all that movement fought for the women to get as far as where we're getting, and it has nothing to do with what us women are complaining about right now. It really has nothing to do. And I know a lot of women are going to still get madder and madder at me. Well, guess what? Y'all got two options. You see where I'm coming from? Get unmad or sit down and swirl on it. I can't change the fact that this is what I'm seeing, and I'm a woman saying this shit. I'm ashamed when I look at certain women. I don't respect them. And it's not because I don't want to. It's because of how they carry themselves. And I could say that I'm better than them, but I'm not even going to say that I'm better than them. I move better than them. You see where I'm coming from? And that's a big difference. And shout out to the word. Yeah, shout out to the word for teaching me the difference. Because at one point, I was saying it just like every female. I'm better than you, bitch. Nah, now I know how to say it. I move better than you, bitch. Sorry.
Nah, you good. Shit. I ain't taking to worry about if I'm better than somebody. I'm gonna just do better. And then we see the results. So
and it's funny because we say it ourselves. You see where I'm coming from? I'm somebody that was saying it so much, but I didn't notice that I was contradicting myself. I'm somebody that, you know, I want to, how can I say, I'm somebody that sees, how can I say it? I'm somebody that tries to be a better person than what I was yesterday, right? I always went with that little method, but at the end of the day, I never applied it because I didn't understand it. I thought I did. And I guess it's a problem that a lot of women, and I think some men, but I'm not going to speak for the men, but I can speak for the women.
A lot of people. It's a people thing.
It's a people thing? Because I was told it's just women that think that they're smarter than everybody else.
It is. I mean, shit. It's more men. I put that. I'm gonna say it's probably more men who feel that way because shit. I mean, cause they. I mean, like how a man gonna know what's best for a woman? I ain't walking around with no JJ. Like a lot of that shit people be talking about. Oh, birth control. You shouldn't have this. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. Ain't got shit to do with me. Mind your own goddamn business and do it. I couldn't be president. They'd be like, Mr. President, how do you feel about abortions? I'm like, shit, I don't think half of these motherfuckers need to have kids anyway. Approved. Wow. Shit.
You sound like my baby pop. Chill.
Shit. Make them pay. If they paying for the shit, oh fucking well, it's their body. They got to deal with this shit. That's how people learn. And if they don't learn, oh fucking well. Shit. As long as I ain't paying taxes to abort your baby, we need people doing this. Look, man, people will do whatever the hell they want to do. Like, some shit ain't none of my business. Like you got these parents out here having kids. We talking about crime. We're talking about, you know, these YNs. Why do you think that is? It's because people having kids who don't need to be having kids. They can't raise the kids. Then the kids go into the street, and then they become criminals. And then we crying about crime and all this shit. No, man, fuck it. If they want to get rid of it, let them do it. Shit.
That's a fact. You know what's crazy? They make it seem like, you know, how can I say it? That we're supposed to follow the rules of the Bible, right? But I feel as though that at one point, right, I'm not going to say follow the rules by the Bible. I'm going to say us following the rules that we follow here. How can I say morals, loyalty, respect, and all that? That, how can I say, that teaches us to be a better person. But us going by the Bible, I'm sitting here, I was like, y'all don't notice that at one point in time, people did do the traditional thing. You see where I'm coming from? Relationships did actually last from the stories that I did hear. But I don't know, it's like, we're going by this Christianity, and I'm not judging the Christianity. What I'm saying is we're going so much by the Bible that we're going back in time. If the stories in the Bible were true, we're making them come true now in this reality. I hope I said that right, because I was trying to get it out and I was balling up.
Man, people like, man, like I can't like certain conversations with people, bro. I need to be quiet. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. But certain conversations with people, like when they talk about the Bible, well, show me how you practice it. Most people read the Bible. They don't practice that shit. People don't practice the fucking Bible. They be having Christmas trees up in their house. They be wearing gold crosses. And then they well, I just gotta ask for forgiveness. Well, I fall short. This is what they say. Mm-hmm. They say, well, I fall short. I can admit, look, I ain't perfect, right? But that ain't gonna stop my progression. That ain't gonna stop me from trying to be. I gotta work on it. Maybe I can be perfect one day. But if I never try to be, how can I ever become? People
That's
don't even strive for that shit, but the Bible tells you to. And then they always make some excuse. Well, we all fall short of the week. What you gonna do about it then? Okay, yeah, we know that shit. But you 40 fucking years old saying the same thing. So when you go fix the shit? I'm not. Well, I don't fuck with the 7 deadly sins. I can honestly tell you that shit ain't in my life no more. I eliminated the 7 deadly sins in my life. I'm not good people. I used to always want money, more. I used to be lustful, trying to stick anything walking. Did all that. I used to be wrathful and vengeful. Motherfucker, do something, I'm gonna kick your ass. I used to do all that. I never was really lazy. So sloth wasn't one of them. I never really had a problem with that. But yeah, I done defeated the 7 deadly sins. And they still come up in my life, and I'm back to it. When I see it or when I feel it, it's time for some jihad to go on. Eternal spiritual battle can go on. I can defeat that lower version of myself. And that shit happens every day. The people piss me off.
a fact. But what's crazy is when you end up taking accountability for whatever mistakes you've made in life, you actually end up feeling better. Like I don't understand what's so hard, sitting here admitting that you fucked up, that you messed up, that you're wrong. I don't understand. I never understood it, even when I was younger. Like if you're supposed to admit when you're wrong, like I used to question it a lot. Like if I'm supposed to tell the truth and I'm supposed to admit this, if I say, if I sit here and I tell a lie, I'm sitting here, I'm like, what is it? Like, what? At what point do we actually get it together? Like, are we ever going to get it together as the human race?
No, it ain't supposed to happen like that. We gotta have all fucked up shit here too. A portion of us go get it right, and it's just how it always been. A portion of us go get it right, and then we're gonna have examples of the wrong thing. So that's how we gonna know if we doing it right if we don't see people doing it wrong. So it's never gonna be like a perfect world. That shit is some shit somebody came up with. That shit don't even coincide with the Bible.
He said, "Ain't no utopia. Fuck utopia. It don't exist."
Bronze, what up, though? Dee. My bad, I had to, welcome people in.
Blessings, Dee. That's some real shit. People really are waiting for a utopia, and I'm sitting here like, and I don't know, like you right on that part. For people to say, I believe in the Bible, right? I believe in this. I hear people say God so much, but I'm sitting here, I'm like, at the end of the day, do you even know the definition of God and what you're praying for? What God you're praying to? Oh, there's only one God in the Bible. I was like, it's more than one God. No, it's not. I was like, all right, I ain't arguing, I ain't debating this shit, but tell me where there's not more than one God in the Bible, because I swear it's mentioned in a couple of them. So which God are you praying to when you say you're praying? You see where I'm coming from? It's like, it's always some bullshit behind that shit. I'm like, I'm not saying that, you're wrong. I'm just saying that the Bible is saying this, but you're saying this. And it's two different versions to it. Either you don't understand the Bible or I'm stupid. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm sorry to say it. It's like either one of us is wrong. So let's be real about this shit. And I know I did my research, so it ain't me.
This is when I hear people say they believe in God. I always tell them, if you practice, you won't have to believe no more. If you actually practice, you won't have to believe. You look, man. It's only certain type of people who come on here and debate Christianity, Islam. The only people who debate the shit is the people who study it, people who read it, the people who practice it. They ain't got time to debate that shit because they ain't trying to prove shit to you. They know what it is because they put the work in. Like, I ain't got that. Do you hear me? I never debate my spirituality. Like, even when people try to, they're like, what are you? I'm a divine being having a human experience. Well, how do you come? Man, look, bro, you won't understand. You know why? Because you don't practice. So I can't explain shit to you. You're not a practitioner. You got to read it and it got to make sense in your mind. That shit, no, you lazy. You fucking lazy to me. So if you ain't gonna walk the walk, then there's no point of talking the talk with me. That's just how I feel. So when people try to debate my beliefs, that's why I tell people my beliefs is what I know. I know this shit. And you want me to convince you without you putting the work in, it don't work that way. It just doesn't. When you put the work in, you will have the experience, and once you have the experience, then you will know. But if you never, I can't tell you my experience. I'm gonna show you my experience. I'm gonna show you what's going on with the inside of me. Like, come on now, bro.
That's
Like anybody who know me from just say 15, 20 years ago, they'd be like, that ain't the same D. He changed.
everybody
He's
changes.
different. He's better. He wasn't like shit. And sometimes people like, even when I get real quiet, they be like, oh, that shit gonna come back out. They used to call me, they literally used to call me Wacko D. Like, this dude Wacko, like he crazy as hell. That was one of my nicknames. I had many aliases.
Can accountability be weaponized word?
You said what?
I said, can't. That's your shorty, or that was something I heard. I don't know. I'm tripping.
Oh, that was my I think that was my like when I open the door, it'd be like front door.
Oh, I'm like, wait, what? I'm interrupting something. Let me shut up. All right, my bad. Can accountability be weaponized? Like, can people use accountability as a weapon, to shame other people rather than to encourage growth or motivation, inspiration, and much more?
Well, and I'm a physically on a different concept of how it change, but any good attribute.
Oh yeah, he muffled. He went outside. Wait, we're gonna get words mic fixed because we can't hear him.
Oh, man, y'all can't hear me.
Now we
see
can. That's crazy.
Some days it'll be working. I got my earbud. It's going through my earbud. Or I'll be in it.
Oh, we listen. We gotta start a fundraiser for Word. We're gonna order him a couple Amazon mics. We're gonna get him the best mics on Amazon. All right. So I'm thinking that the best one is gonna come around like $200. So anybody's willing to
Hey, 150 for this, okay, woman? I got a boomstick and everything.
We're going further. He said he paid $150 for that. I've seen one a little more expensive. I haven't hit the expensive part yet. All right, because we're not gamers over here. All right, so I see another one. All right, we're gonna raise the fundraiser up to $400. So make sure y'all hit the Cash App. All right, and help us get Word a new mic. All right, because his team.
Hold on, man. I gotta clip that. I'm clipping that. Hold on, put my phone. You've been clipped. I'm about to get a thing to say that too. But like, you've been clipped, so y'all know when I clip y'all.
Yo, they crazy. They gotta hit the Cash App, yo. Hit the Cash App. I'll never forget that shit. Anybody's, Oh shit. We going further. He said he paid $150 for this. I've seen one a little more expensive. I haven't hit the expensive part yet. All right, because we're not gamers over here. So I see another one. All right, we're gonna raise the fundraiser up to $400. So make sure y'all hit the Cash App. All right? And help us get.
Yep, that's about to be. That's gonna be when people hit the Cash App. That's what I'm gonna play. I'm about to make that. You've been clipped.
Yo, y'all gotta hit that Cash App for real. That shit came in handy though. That one little raise. I can't deny that. It's fucked up where it came from, but I don't give a fuck. I stole that shit as mine. Yeah, 100. Hey, Gary, don't bust on my Philly accent, all right? It comes out sometime. Chill. Right?
So Gary said, yes, you can weaponize accountability, especially if they feel guilty about lack of responsibility. And like I was saying, like when any good trait of you, people can use that against you. If people know you are accountable, they can put you in situations like he's saying and use guilt, shame. They can use all that to manipulate you to get you to do what they want you to do if they know you a responsible or accountable person. So that's why I did that one show, like, being virtuous without canniness is a weakness.
That's crazy.
You know,
So
people will use your virtues or your morals against you. So you have to be careful when you display them and who you display them to. You
that's
know, just keep the people around you, the right people.
so that means that sometimes taking accountability can lead to, positive outcomes the same way it could lead to negative consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. I never saw
Yeah,
it that way. I
yeah,
thought that,
that shit can.
being accountable was something positive. You see where I'm coming from? I never knew that at times it could also lead to a negative consequence. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, your greatest strengths would be your greatest weakness. Your greatest strengths could be your greatest weakness. You know, people will take advantage. Like, think about, like, Gary used an analogy before when, saying, like, when you at work and you responsible or accountable at work and they know you will work hard to get the work done, they keep piling it on you. They're giving you more work, but they're not upgrading your pay. They give you more responsibilities without the more, the finance. That's usually happen to people who are responsible and accountable for shit, and they just thinking about, getting the work done, doing a good job, and people take advantage of them.
Facts. That's
Yeah,
right.
it's duality to everything. There is no good without bad. That it just they don't exist outside of one another. They really don't.
You were speaking about duality too on one live. That's crazy how everything in life has a duality. Not one thing.
Everything.
Is there something? No, I don't think there's one thing that doesn't have it. What
Mm-mm.
else?
It's literally like I didn't make them, but when you look at the universal principles, man, life doesn't exist outside of those universal laws. It just does. Nothing exists outside of it. I tried for like 4 years. I'm not even joking to try to disprove that shit for 4 fucking years. I tried to disprove that shit, and I finally gave in. Like, is just no denying it. Like when you actually practice that shit instead of trying to think about it, you can think. I mean, we think wrong all day, but the results come. That's why we test shit. That's why people test stuff before they, products get tested before they get put out to the market. You know, but most people don't do that. They don't practice empiricism no more. And empiricism is you acquiring knowledge through experiences. That's what empiricism is you acquiring knowledge by doing shit, not just fucking reading shit, not just listening to other people, but you actually applying the shit and trying to do it.
Facts. Yo, Google is really listening to our conversation. We was just talking about civil rights. Nice little video. 5 years after 5 years after murder of George Floyd, Chicago civil rights expert says calls for change have stalled. I wasn't even looking for this. I don't even know who sent me this. All right, I'm gonna see who sent me this shit. I'm like, yo,
Man,
he
I
listening to
mean,
us.
because we don't like when shit like that happen. We be pissed off for a minute, and then shit die down, and everybody go back to their normal lives. People don't keep the foot on the neck like these. Like people want to protest, but don't boycott. That's you want to hurt something. You want change to occur. Change the fuck the way you spend your money. I bet you shit start changing. I
Yeah,
bet you people start listening. All these celebrities and shit. Like, man, stop paying these motherfuckers. Stop going to these fucking concerts. Stop buying this shit. And I bet you motherfuckers start acting right. That's how
mhm.
they make their money off of us, bro. Everything is off the backs of the lower class. I'm not even gonna say middle class no more. It's like the
That's
lower class. If you ain't in them 6 digits, even when you in the 6 digits, 100,000, 200,000, motherfuckers be thinking they rich. Like, man, blow that shit in a year. Easy. Like that shit, even when you got it, you don't got it. Because now your bills increase. Now your way of life increase. So the 1% is ruling the lower. I mean the 99%.
That's a fact.
So you want to change something? Stop spending your foot. So invest into these smaller mom and pop companies. Man, it's fucking 2025. Buy your shit online, get the shit delivered to your house. You ain't gotta go to the store. Most of these little mom and shop pop shops, they got online stores. And if you got them in your neighborhood, go support those. Fuck the big chain. Yeah, you might not get what you want at first, but the more you invest into the small, the little, they get bigger. That's how they grow.
Glad you
So
just
they might not have all the shit now, but if you keep fucking with them, keep rocking with them, then they can grow.
That's some fact. We was just having a conversation about that here in the neighborhood the other day, right? About how we try to start small businesses and stuff like that. Whether it is, a small business owned by a Puerto Rican or a black person, you see where I'm coming from, or combined
Mhm.
for some reason, right? And I was like, it's constantly, I'm like, it's a never ending chain, right? It's a repeating cycle where people start small businesses, but people are not willing to pay the prices. But they'll sit here, they will pay them Nike prices, the Adidas prices. You see where I'm coming from? Somebody like
Mhm.
Remy Bob brings a brand out, or Lil Wayne, or anybody out here in the industry brings a brand out. They willing to spend them. Like I've seen people spend hundreds on damn Jeezys, and them sneakers is ugly as hell. You see where I'm coming from? And I'm like, that's the problem right there. You're not willing to invest on something that is better, right? That took the time to get made for y'all, but y'all wanting to invest in this. I'm like, I don't get it.
Blessings. Welcome to the panel. Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you.
Blessings.
Oh, thank you,
Topics.
thank you. I just wanted to chime in for a second while I'm laying down here. But I agree. I totally agree. Like we have to really take we have to take charge of our own future, especially for our kids. You know what I'm saying? And when we need to own our own businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just real talk. We need to own our own businesses. And people talk so much about this, that, and the third, but it's like, what are we doing? Like, I just chimed in, so if I'm off topic, I do apologize.
Oh no,
But
you
just
Okay.
fine.
but
Gary
just
has his
like
hand up.
this
I'm gonna
what's
leave her
going on. Oh, okay. Just like what's going on with um this food that's in um, office, and people don't understand. Like I was telling my son, he wants to move out of state when he goes to college, and I was like, we need to talk about laws first. We have to see what type of laws because you are still considered a Negro in America. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I need to know the laws. Here in Cali, we're a little bit more comfortable because we were born and raised and we're used to it. But, I was just telling them, I said, things are changing, honey. They're not giving out, they're trying to take away HBCU funding, and I don't know if you guys heard, but Harvard is actually giving out free classes now. And I put it on my wall. So writers, you can see it on my wall if you're, because you could take those classes for free, you
Mm.
know? Yeah, they're free now. And well, some of them, I don't think all of the classes, but there are some classes that Harvard is making free. And I put it on, you guys can call up there and see. But yeah, and the thing is that we have to really hang in there together because this world is changing. And I'm gonna tell you something and I could be wrong, and that's fine, but when he said homegrown, he will deport homegrown. I told my friend, I was just like, he's talking about black and browns. He's trying to make America completely Caucasian. And he's trying to deport it doesn't matter if you could be walking down the street and he's testing the waters right now. And I'm telling y'all, he's testing the waters right now. And it's like your kids could just be walking down the street and get snatched up, or you could get snatched up. You know?
And I ain't gonna lie to you. Before the election, if you would have said that, I probably would have disagreed. But looking at the actions and not only his actions, but what other people doing because they feel empowered by him, I don't think that's far fetched. I really don't. I don't think it's too far fetched. Like I think if he man, look,
People are blinded.
this is what I tell people when it comes to him, man. Make sure your shit tight. That's all you got to do. You know, don't be out here doing no shit for people to look at you, but make sure your shit tight too. Your community, your people, and if shit happen, be willing to fight for your brother. That's all I'm saying. Like me
Like
and mine,
when did you? Mm-hmm.
I tell people like this: you fuck with any of mine, we going to war. That's just how we
Yeah.
do it.
Like
You
when
gotta
did
be
we
willing to
ever
do
have
that
to walk around with papers
shit. Right.
to prove that we're Americans, American citizens? So you mean I got to walk around with my birth certificate everywhere I go? For real? You know what I'm saying? Like this stuff is getting out of control.
She making sense because they've been talking about giving out new IDs. I think we're gonna have to get these new IDs they want. You got the new ones that just came out?
Yeah, I
I
have
had to
it. I've
get.
been having mine for 2 years.
No, they're talking about these news IDs that are coming out. These state IDs.
It's like I got like
Yeah,
my
I don't
shit
know what's the
passport.
difference.
Well, in Michigan, they call them enhanced. Where's my wallet? I just had to get a brand new one because, and I had to submit. Even my wife, she had to take her marriage license up there because they was talking some shit about she got to change her name. We went up there bitching like, bro, look, this marriage license. Her original name is right there. So if y'all need to see that, it's right there. Her original name is on her birth certificate. It's right there, and this is the license. So and. We had to go up there twice, but we ended up getting her ID, and now we fighting for her passport. Do the same thing, but she had to renew her passport. But now they giving her shit about that because like it's the fucking marriage license, bro. Like all that shit right there. So it's just I don't want to say all that, but you know some people and then shit happens.
But he's not
That shit
lying.
goes down.
He's not lying because I had a client call me and he was requesting some paperwork. And I was just like, oh my God. I sent it to him and he was like, oh, it doesn't have my wife's name on it. I need something to show that she's part of the household. And I was just like, that's all I have. And he was like, he just told me, he was like, I'm nervous. I'm scared because I don't so there's a different license from the one they just had us do recently.
I know in different states they call different things. I know in Michigan, I'm looking at my license now. It's called an enhanced license. So without this license, I couldn't fly. But with the license, I can go across the Mexican or the Canadian border without my passport, which is like. But if I didn't get this, I couldn't fly. They won't go let me fly, and I couldn't. I had the old one, and it didn't expire for a while. But I had to get the new one because with the old one, they wouldn't let me fly. I needed this brand new one with the seal and stamp on it. So it's like a passport. It's like a ID passport. That's how they explained it to me. He said I can't use it as a passport, but I can cross the borders and I can get on airplanes. She said without this one, I couldn't get on airplanes and I can't go across the borders. The only two borders I can go across over is Mexico and Canada.
You really learn something new every day. Literally. I did not know that. Wow.
Man, they be switching shit, man. They be on some covert op shit, switching all these laws and regulations in this presidential term, and so much shit and change. I'm looking like, oh damn, like even with business, like man, I had to come out an extra $200 for my LLC. I had to hire a lawyer because man, I'm looking like y'all trying to fuck me, bro. And I ain't even making money like that. I'm a life coach, right? Life coaching business. It ain't like I got some products that get pushed out. It's just me. I ain't got no employees or nothing. That y'all making me go through all these hoops and hurdles and shit, or I can't use my EIN number no more. Like, bro, man, y'all better chill out.
Wow.
I had to hire a lawyer. That was $500. Then I had to pay him another $200 to process paper. I did all this shit by myself. First time I applied.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Wow. This stuff is just going crazy. But yeah, we really have to, I don't know. I don't know. It's the most scariest. And I know we shouldn't fear, but it's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of scary, you
It's,
know?
it's because we don't know what can happen. That's what fear is the unknown. I mean, not
It's the
knowing what can
unknown.
happen or what. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, over here, hey, if you don't mind, can you type in Rachel chat and one of my moms will go over there and grab your link? You want to, I don't know if you go live or do upload, but
I
we
just love
definitely
the link.
rock out with you. Yeah, if you can just type in Rachel chat.
Oh,
And
thank you. Thank
yeah,
you.
my
I
brother
was
Gary, he'll drop it over there and then drop it over here. We show you some love and support. And feel free anytime you see me live. Rachel usually share my lives off. She usually rock out with me and co-host. But even the
all
night she
right.
don't, make
I
sure
would
you link up with
definitely
me.
follow you. Definitely. Because I love education and I love people that I can have. I mean, not love, but I like to converse with people who I can have an adult conversation if we like or dislike. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like we can agree to disagree. But
And
yeah,
that's
but thank you. I wasn't expecting that, but I really do appreciate it. Writers know that's my girl. I catch she be on late and I be knocked out, like snoring,
I be
knocked
switching
out.
up now. Like my hours have switched up on me. Everything is crazy. I be popping. I just call myself the pop up queen now.
Yeah, that's me. You see, that's how I am. I just come up when I can. I just
Yeah.
pop up when I can. People was like, well, because I was just telling someone, I said, I just lost like some subs. And they was like, because you come on when you want to come on. You got to come on consistently. I'm like,
Let me give you.
oh.
Let me give you a tip on that. Right. Somebody helped me out on that. Your
Hmm.
lives. What you do is break them down. Right. Every topic that you talk, like whether it's whether all right, if we're talking about relationship, right, and it's on the same live and it's a 10-minute topic, right, and you're just
Hmm.
talking about relationships, edit that out, clip it, right, and then upload it as regular content. That way you'll maintain
yeah.
subscribers.
Okay. So, writers, how do I get back? Well, we'll talk about it. And I don't
It's
want to
different apps.
interrupt
No,
I don't want to interrupt you guys live because
Oh
you
no,
see,
you
I was
good.
struggling the other day. I did not
nah, you
know.
good. That's not like I
I
don't
didn't know
mind
what to
telling you.
do.
Listen,
They said
I
straight
use
to top. Welcome.
Cyberlink, right? You could pay for it, but I use the free version. Whenever I get money, I end up paying for it so I can get all the features. But you can use the free version of it to upload your lives and clip them up.
Okay.
Hold on, you
Send me
use
the
what?
link. Send me the link so I can, I mean, the app. You said it's fiber what?
Let me see. It's called where my little thingy at? Hey, I know
Like,
my
I
John
want to
Day.
learn how you guys do all this stuff.
Oh, here we go. It's called Power Director.
Power Director,
Oh,
Power
you use
Director.
Power
It's an app.
Director. Yeah.
I
You
use it
can
because it's free on my
how much
computer. I don't use my phone for nothing. I use my
Oh,
I use
computer.
my phone for everything. I
See, on
very
my
rarely use my
phone,
yeah.
you know
computer.
what's crazy? On my phone, my Cyberlink is paid, but on my computer, it's not. But I don't use that shit.
You
That's the funny part. You see how backwards I am?
you got an iPhone?
Girl, we
Or
be
you,
having a lot
I
going
got an
on.
Android. I got an Android. I don't fuck with.
yeah,
Listen, I just almost messed up my damn Shine card dealing with a damn iPhone because my phone broke. My son's like, "Here, mom, use this." To this day, I have not used that iPhone because I've messed up so many things. I'm like, when it messed up my Chime card, I said, "No, son, I'm done. I can't do this." I was like, now I consider myself a dinosaur. I'm with Word, my baby pops. Well, now,
that
listen, they're T
I
Rex
fuck with my
booties, right? I'm a
technology.
pterodactyl booty now. I'm a whole
I'm up
pterodactyl.
on the technology.
I said,
We
like, wait a
are.
minute. How I
We
go
So let me,
from how I
hey,
I
go
but let
went
me
to
from
my
tell you.
mom's birthday party yesterday and I was just like, I'm in here with 227. Like, I was like, you guys are women abuse the
Hey,
place. You guys are. I was
that's
like,
hey,
just
I
I'm
tell
in
you,
here
I
with
don't
all
know
you
if
old
anybody,
ladies. Yeah,
I
we're
don't
getting
know,
older, honey.
I don't know if it, but if you need help with, I know you're probably not familiar with what we do over here, but we the 9% is a little community over here, and our motto is a better you is a better us. So we help each other with every and anything. So if you need some help, I got the Discord. You can hit me up in there, or you can hit me up on IG. She gave you the power cuts, but like what she said, do with your lives. It's it's not hard. All you got to do is go to your studio, download it, download your complete live, put it in any video editing that, and that's how you can chop it up.
What?
facts.
I didn't
Yes.
know that.
Thank you,
Yep, and
word.
then set it as the premiere. Yep, set it as the premiere. I tried. I mean, I used to do it all the time, but I be going live for like 4 or 5 hours. I got 2 little kids running around, call them thing one and thing two. So they just be bouncing around the house all day. So I don't really got
Call
time
them
to do it
thing
no
one and
more.
thing two.
But
I'm done.
yeah, because they do whatever you tell them to do, they do the opposite. So that's why I call it thing one and thing two.
Oh,
But
Facts.
yeah, that's the best way to do it. And don't feel bad. I done lost more subs than most people have. I done lost close to 2,000 subs over the past year. No joke.
oh
And I still
wow.
got 32K. So we still rocking and rolling.
You still
We
banging though.
still rocking.
32K is still good.
Yeah,
Well,
we
all
Yeah,
try.
right,
man.
my folks. I'm about to drop. I haven't been feeling well all day, so I saw Writers was on. I was like, let me go check my girl out and see what's going on, what she talking about, because she always have some deep shit that I be liking to talk about. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
we gonna
saying?
finish. We gonna finish that Remy Ma and Papoose story tomorrow. I got. I gotta end it. I don't wanna. I don't wanna talk about Remy no more, man. I'm sitting here. I was like, look, listen, man. I don't want to pick a side. Fuck with these two celebrities. I'm not taking her credit away from her when it comes as a musician, as a celebrity, as an artist.
Mhm.
But I cannot deny the fact that as a woman, Remy, you fucked up. Y'all not getting no more from me. But I'm
You
going
know
to,
what?
I'm gonna finish
Someone
the
had
video.
posted that because I saw a short of him and Clarissa boxing. Like I mean, he was practicing with her or
Yeah,
whatever, training and huh?
yeah.
Sparring. Oh, okay. My son says sparring.
Oh,
And they were sparring together. And this man, he was doing a reaction towards it. He was just like, Remy, you getting effed up. He ain't coming back. I was like, dang.
he does
Yeah.
seem happier though, on some
Huh?
real shit. I said he does seem happier. So we can't knock that off. Like,
Mhm.
listen, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like I tell people, I fight for men's rights. That's why I'm reacting to the celebrity case, profile case. You see where I'm coming from? Because at the end of the day,
Uh-huh.
you see where I'm coming from. Men have rights too. Like, why can't he come out and express his feelings? He should have stood quiet. Yes, you see where I'm coming from? Because he ain't speak till now. But at the end of the
But
day,
sometimes you get tired of the fake narratives
yes. But then you
about
got to
you.
realize too,
Mhm.
they're celebrities. Like I tell people, I was like, we're falling for some type of banana in the tailpipe and we don't even know what it is.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to sit here and fall for the full hype.
So do
No,
I'm
but
you
going
you
to,
hear what he
think
said
writers
though?
that they're that all this is going on to promote her fight?
I'm not sure. If it
Nah,
is,
she
it's a
ain't. She
fucked
don't
up
need
video.
that. She
See,
whoa.
I'm
Clarissa,
hoping,
yeah,
listen,
her ass is more. Look, I'm
I
gonna
was
tell y'all
hoping
this,
not.
man. We from the D. We fuck with Flint. I mean, we show up and pop out wherever Clarissa at. She don't need shit to promote. Like that's homegrown.
Because
She
she's
don't
a
need no
self-made
clothes.
millionaire.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
always had that. Man, I remember going to high school watching Clarissa fight. No, she got love for real, like from some real people. Like Big
Mhm.
Sean will pop up in there, Eminem will pop up in there, Trick. No, she don't need no promotion. It's all Remy trying to promote that weak ass battle league she got.
Oh,
That
that's what it is. I knew
man, yeah,
something was up. See,
That
I've
week, what
been
did you say?
saying
The
it.
week as battle?
yeah, she got a weak ass battle league. Like she don't really got no. She had easy to block. He was probably like one of the top headliners going in there.
But their relationship messed everything up. She messed everything up herself.
Yeah,
That's
she
what I'm
fucked
saying here.
that
I'm
shit
looking
up.
at women
That's
like,
on her.
y'all can't get mad because I'm not picking her side as a female. Listen, I'm not going to take her credit as an artist, but as a woman, she fucked up. Simple as that. She let something good slide through her fingers. You
But
know
that's how most people.
And
But see,
they
this is, you know what happens though. Look, this is what happened. Motherfuckers be having something good, and then they think they can get something better, and they don't realize what's good until they don't got it no more.
that's a
And now
fact.
instead of her, like one of the brothers in the chat earlier was like, she should have been through the towel, and that's right. You know, you fucked up, and you had plenty. Like if you listen to what he said, I'm looking like, bruh,
Oh, I heard
you a good one.
everything he said.
You a good one,
And see,
bro.
he a
You,
Pisces like me. So when we speak, and we don't have no reason to lie. Cause it's gonna come out when we get fed up, we get fed up.
mhm.
So I believe everything he said. Now, Remy, she just messed up. That man stuck with you through thick and thin. I don't
Fact.
know
And
what
it,
y'all did on the outside skirts,
facts.
but at the end of the day, he popped a baby in you. He blessed you with another human being. You know what I'm saying?
True
He
that.
blessed you
But
with another human being.
what's
So
crazy
from
is
you.
she's complaining about that though. Like, I feel like she's complaining about it now because when I was reviewing and reacting to the video, she was like, "Man, I sat we, he put me through a lot. We kept trying to have a baby, and I was having these miscarriages. Da 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 da." I was like, "So did you want it or not? Because it takes two to want it, and it seems like you're making it seem like he was making you do this, and you didn't want this." And then you was like, we had the baby, and then we was blessed. Okay, I get it. You was blessed on that part, but it seems like he was complaining about the situation. I wouldn't complain because if this is something I wanted, then I'm blessed. There's nothing to complain
Amen.
about. And then if you're complaining about the cheating, y'all should have handled this. You shouldn't have married him if you couldn't forgive him. If he did step out, because there's no evidence, there's no proof. I can only speak on what's out here. What she brought to the internet, what he brought to the internet. I'm not going by the he say. I'm not going by the she say. And then her as his ex-wife. I'm going to say ex-wife because all they got to do is sign them papers, even though she's still
Mm-hmm.
his wife. You see where I'm coming from? Her
Mm-hmm.
as his ex-wife, she was dead wrong when she's got on here online talking about, oh, you stole my jewelry. That's what she assumed. She how can I say it? She made it seem like, you see where I'm coming from? And then to top it off, you sat here and said she don't leave her daughter with him
She was
because
gaslighting.
no, listen, she
Mhm.
said, I don't leave my daughter with you because your whole family is full of pedos. I said, oh wow.
Oh
I was
wow.
like, you fucked up right there. I'm not going back.
That will
If I was a
never, you
man,
will
I would never
never
go
go
back.
back to her. Like
But see
you
that's
can't,
that
that
bitter
whole
shit.
industry is full of pedos.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's talk about what you know what I'm saying?
I
But
mean, Pop
I
has
didn't
brought
but
awareness on that. So I'm like, I won't think if he had somebody that was like that, he would let them around his child. If he's the type that has brought
nah.
awareness to that shit. That's why I'm like, you fucked up, Remy. As a man, if I was a man and I'm not a man, I wouldn't go back because I
I get
wouldn't take
it.
it
I
from a
get
man.
it.
You see where I'm coming? I wouldn't take it from a man. So why would I want a man to take? Listen, I'm a mother of two boys. Why? Just because I'm a mother of a girl means I'm just going to defend the women's rights or women this. But how about the men? How about
Right.
what they think and how they feel? Aren't you? I mean, aren't the majority of us mothers of
I'm a boy
boys?
mom too.
So what if a woman did this to your son?
Exactly.
My whole point.
Exactly.
So it's fuck the
Man,
men and just us females is what we want. No, I'm sorry, but if somebody did this to my son, I would hurt with my son. I'm not saying I'm going to act on what they did to my son. That's my son's no. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna hurt with him. I'm gonna cry with him because, like, damn, my baby hurting. You see where I'm
Yeah.
coming from?
And we going to turn into protectors. Like, I mean,
mm,
as we already are, but
But my thing is, why? Why? If we can hurt and express ourselves, why can't the men do it? I'm not saying come online and get messy or
mhm,
zesty. I'm not saying let's get testy. What I'm saying is they're allowed just as much as we are because a lot of
exactly.
them fight for our rights and they don't
Yep.
have to. They choose to.
Yeah.
I mean,
And men
it's a difference.
are the head of the household. I mean, I know us queens, we're the real boss. But you know, men are we raising our sons to be, grown ass men. We not raising them to
Not
be
little
boys.
boys.
We raining up right, exactly. We're raising them to be grown ass men. Like, this is what you gotta do. If you want a family, you gotta work. If you want a
Mhm.
family, you gotta pave the way. You gotta do what you gotta do in order to make sure. I don't care if you gotta go work at the car wash. You get that money in. You know what
Fact.
I'm saying? You get that money in. I had a homeboy. He had just had a baby, and he got laid off his job. This was years ago. It was when we were young, and he just went to work at the car wash. It was like, I gotta bring money into the household. You know.
That means that
And
he got
that's
taught.
what men do, you
But
know.
thanks, you
But
guys,
even
for letting me up. I do appreciate you, and I will be revisiting. Trust that.
I
oh yeah,
appreciate
I just put
And
my
I'm gonna lay
notification
down.
bell so you be
And
going live and having panels on. I coach, so I coach and
yeah, I would love that for you guys to join me on my panel because I like talking about like real shit. You know what I'm saying? I really don't like, even though I be over there in the drama sometimes. I don't like I don't like the drama, but I like to talk about stuff that's like extreme, that's important now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's
so yeah,
interesting.
I was just looking at your last couple lives. You know, I'm a relationship coach too, so I definitely be over there, pop over there, engage in dialogue with
I'm
y'all.
pretty boring. I'm boring over there. They say
I'm,
I'm boring. That's what they tell me. They say you boring.
What does that
hey,
mean? Wait a minute.
you know what? Hey, I be putting people. You know why people come to my chat? They come over here to go to sleep. They think my voice
Hey,
is moving. So yeah, they
Say
come over here so I can put them to
boring.
sleep.
I was be like, but I look at writers because writers don't care if she got one person or nobody in her chat. She still goes live and she does her
Mhm.
thing.
yeah,
And I appreciate that about her because, that's a great example of a content creator. They don't give up, they don't stop, you know?
I'm not. It's the
Mhm.
crazy part is that I know what draws people's attention, but I ain't aiming
Mhm.
for it. And I've already
Right.
tested what topics I'm good at, what topics I'm not, and I'm not aiming for them topics that people want me to go for. So I'm gonna keep going for the little testy subjects, the ones people don't want to hit on. I'm like, one way or another, y'all gonna talk
Mhm.
about it. Hey, I'm
Y'all want to talk about it.
I'm
And
like that.
sometimes people gotta, they gotta extend their mind. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They gotta extend their mind because we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I,
it took word for word to get me to understand that it takes consistency. See, that's something that I wasn't doing in the beginning.
right.
So it took the consistency. I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm gonna do? I can't be consistent on these lives because of my the way my personal life is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to figure out. I was like, okay, the weekend is the best for me. Then be consistent on the weekends. If they don't like it, oh well.
And two tears in
So
a bucket. Fuck
that's
it.
how I've been doing it every weekend. I've been consistent. I just on the weekdays I can't do that. Like y'all better find somebody else to go watch and interact with. I'm sorry.
Mhm. No, but you telling the truth. All right, you guys, I'm gonna lay down. My stomach is still hurting.
I
Uh,
bet. I
Thank you guys
appreciate
for
you.
letting me up. I did
Oh,
appreciate the
sure.
convo. And I'm about to sub to you now. Word, okay?
I appreciate that.
All right. See you guys soon.
Have a good one.
All right, what you was gonna say, word though, about what a man's supposed to be? Oh, supposed to do. I don't even think he remember.
No, I mean, as a man, you have to take care of it. It don't
He got
matter.
cut off.
Oh, my bad. Well, look, I'm outside.
Oh, I was like, Morpheus is taking you. He's really trying. He's trying to pull one of your Jedi moves.
Man, I almost didn't go live tonight. It'd be easier, but when I take time off, man, I'd be like, fuck it sometimes. I'd be like, I'm straight. I go live next week. And my
Mm-hmm.
wife was like, don't live, because if you don't go live, you ain't gonna go live tomorrow. I know you're not, because I'm off. Like, nah, shit, so. And then your sister gonna be here on the weekend. You only went live twice last week. Go live. I'm like,
That's why I try to get these videos like as many times as I can. I try to edit these lives, boom, and I upload as many as I can, or I'll schedule them. What I do is if I manage to upload edit a couple clips off of one live, I'll schedule the videos to upload at certain times, different days. And I'm like, all right, that's gonna help me out. That way I don't gotta sit here, right, and be every day trying to editing. I was like, no, pick one day, edit as much as you can, clip out as much as you can, and schedule them videos.
and honestly, it used to take me like maybe 2 hours to do that. If I get like a 3-hour video, I can make probably about 4 videos out of that. But I don't like doing it unless I'm talking about a specific topic. Then I cut it up. But if I'm just like tonight, I'm just talking about stuff, man, I ain't about to do that shit. It'd be shit everywhere. It'd be shit too many places.
It's easy because see when you taught me in the beginning, right, how to switch it up, I started switching it up, and you see how I mix it up with every topic now, right? I don't beat around the bush now because I was trying to figure out in the beginning how to go about it. I was like, everything goes hand in hand. How the hell do I sit here and do this without losing people and going off track? And I was like, damn, boom, okay. I focused on that, and now I was like, you know what? I can make 5-minute, 10-minute clips. I can make 30-minute clips. I can make 1-hour clips. So out of every live I make, I'm able to pull out at least 10 videos. Lie to you not.
I want to be more of an uploader than a live stream. Honestly, I mean, live streaming is cool. I like coming on here talking to you, but I'd rather just do uploads and keep it moving. I don't know.
It does.
Community grow then, but it's gonna go by the end of this year. I'm gonna start doing uploads, say what I gotta say, and just be done.
That's how I used to do it, but it's easier though. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Find the videos, review, react to them, or if you got something in mind, just pull the camera up and say what you gotta say and upload that, John.
Yeah. When I get in my studio, I think I'm gonna just probably do mainly uploads, go live. All my lives probably gonna be memberships. When I finally switch to that, only time I go live is probably gonna be on the members.
And another thing that I learned is that we can't. I was spamming my description box with hashtags. I was like, this one says you can have up to 36. And then when I was researching and getting some advice from people, I was like, damn, all right, the best videos get pushed if you find the right hashtag for each video.
Yeah.
Don't add no more than 6 hashtags to each video. I was like, damn, I was doing this, John. Like, if you look at my videos, I got almost 10 and up.
Do you get vidIQ? Do you get vidIQ? That shit worth it to pay $10 a month.
What's that?
That's how.
I'm sorry.
No, because they give you hashtags. They give you help you with the titles and everything. So yeah, vidIQ. If you're trying to, that should help a lot because your hashtags. When people, you know what that hashtag do? When people Google shit, if you got the hashtag, that's how they find your channel off of Google. Like, look at your analytics. A lot of my new viewers, they come from Google. Like, people who watch my shit after the stream, they be coming from Google and they be looking up self-development, and they find my channel. My shit pop up when you type in self-development. So because of that hashtag, I put that. You know, there's a spot in your studio where you can put stationary hashtags that upload with every video. You only got to put the hashtag in the part of the YouTube studio. And so that's what I do. You know, I got self-development, self-improvement, and something else, life coach, shit like that. So those hashtags attached to, I got over 600 videos now. So the more videos you put out with that hashtag, the easier it is for people to find you on like Google. Even people be finding me from Indeed and shit. I'll be like, damn.
Damn, I got a lot of my views from both my live and my videos. It says here, let me see. So
But
they
the
browse
reason,
me. I didn't know people browse me. Oh shit, people do browse me. The
yeah,
browse features. Get the fuck out of here. 53% of people browse my videos.
yeah, I'm telling you.
I just thought that it was because they went through a live and that's it. No, I didn't know that people searched my
We
videos.
all boring. You're right, Gary. I'm boring as hell compared to a lot of these people, bro. Yeah, we take pride in being boring versus unscrupulous. Unscrupulous little mutts.
Oh shit, this
I
is
love
crazy.
that word.
I knew I wasn't tripping. I do better on my videos than my live streams. I do better on my uploads. I get more views on my live streams, but it seems that I get more watch hours on my uploads than what I get. It's confusing. I don't understand how you get more watch hours if you got more views on. See, me and Math don't get along because this ain't mathing, and it's because me and Math don't fuck with each other. You heard the F word? I hate Math.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I'm over here trying to get this shit together. Like, wait, what? It's not making sense. All right, so I guess I don't understand this shit. Whatever. All right,
Yeah, I
maybe
just dropped it over there. Bless it.
let me see. Device type. Let me see. They watch me more on a mobile phone than a computer. Get out of here. This shit tells you everything.
Yeah, man. Are you in advanced analytics?
Man,
You go to the
I don't know
advanced
what you're
analytics,
talking
you can
about somewhere.
now when you check this out, when you go to advanced analytics, you can see where the people watching you at down to the city.
1% of the people translate my videos to Spanish. I didn't even know y'all was translating this shit.
No, I'm telling you, man.
Oh, more women watch me than men.
I used to look my shit always. I used to have 70% of women. Now I'm down to 30%. I'm like, I don't know why, but it's cool. It fluctuated with me. That's why we was calling the honeypot. It don't be too many women over here no more. I be trying to have like women panels. I be interested in how women think. I think y'all crazy as hell, but I like the way y'all think.
No, I get it now. Okay, more women watch my uploads. More men watch my lives. What the fuck? I didn't know it was divided like this.
Mm-hmm.
Videos and lives. Oh, so it's telling you who watches more. What the hell? This is crazy. This technology is out of pocket, guys.
Man,
At least people around my age.
That's how you tailor. Like for a while, that's how I used to tailor my shows was through the analytics. I got lazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I done got lazy, so I got to go back to the really going to the. I'm gonna do that. I'm not even like right now. I'm kind of laid back. I'm not even taking it seriously right now. I got some other shit to handle, but when I get because I need to go on TikTok and IG. I need to be on these other platforms too. I'm trying to grow my brand. And I want to grow. I want to grow the 9 in general, not just me. I need to grow Gary. If Stoic decide to go, I want to grow you. Everybody who fuck with me, man. I want to. When I pop off, everybody go pop off. That's just how I feel.
I don't understand what she's doing. I haven't even paid this no mind. I don't have to set up these super chat thingies, which I don't know. I've been ignoring everything.
Man, I help you with all that. Shit, you can hit me through the Discord or shit IG. I don't know if you got my IG.
I got Instagram. My Discord messed up on me. I can't log into that joint.
Yeah, I help you with all that.
Reset password. I was like, you know what?
You got your membership set up?
I did the membership thingies. I don't know how to do the super chat stickers or none of that.
Oh no, all you gotta do is turn it on. With the super chat, just make sure it's turned on. I believe it is turned on because when I'm on your channel, I see the $. So
I think the last thing I got left to do is I gotta fix my website then and promote my store. That's what it's telling me.
Man.
Because I got my LLC. Everything is business with me. I keep telling everybody. Like when I did this. I did it's business. TikTok, the same thing, business.
Yeah, TikTok, wow, man. I'm trying to get used to that shit before I go live over there. That shit, wow, bro. They be tripping.
You got to find your algorithm. And what's crazy is it might
Yeah,
take you towards the spiritual algorithm. Then you got the Christian, the ones that be dealing with the Bible. Then you got the ones that be
kind
trying
of
to
tough.
be motivational. That's where it's going to aim you towards. And some of them do be shout out.
I don't even be interested. I had conversations about the Bible, but I'm not really interested in that shit. Them motherfuckers going to war. I don't. It's counterproductive to me. It's like they talking about what's right and it's all subjective, their opinion and shit. It's how they practice. I'd like to talk to people who are practitioners, not people who read shit all day. Like, the shit they read and like, bro, you don't even know what the fuck that is. Like people talk about, oh, this is the original canon. Like, no, it ain't, bro. No, it ain't. You can go back into the Ethiopian Bible. Them motherfuckers got 88 books, bro. They, they wasn't all corrupted by the Roman Catholic Church. So, like, it's some books in there. You be reading shit like, oh shit, totally fucking different. Same book, Genesis. But then they tell you more about the development or the creation of Adam and Eve. And then you find out, like, man, nah, bro. Get that shit out of here, bro.
So does everybody got that option, right? It says all I got left to do is to connect my online store to YouTube.
Yeah, I ain't did that yet. I ain't did that. But yeah, everybody get that. After
Okay.
you get so many members, you'll get other like partnership opportunities. Oh, that's what I meant to do. Let me give out some memberships.
So over here, I don't attach my LLC like I did with TikTok. This is different. Okay, I thought I had to do the same thing as over there. I don't even know how I got monetized. I'm trying to figure this one out.
Where's the volume at? Oh, here we go.
I know I applied for it, but I'm still trying to figure out that I meet the criteria for it on this channel. This channel doesn't have as many views as I did on my old channel. That's why I'm asking that.
Let's see who get it.
I know the last channel I had more views. This one got lesser, so I'm confused on how I get monetized on this one, right?
Shout out to James. Shout out to LD. Shout out to Are You Crazy? Shout out to Fredro. Why they only show? Oh, and Writers. Writers got one.
Hey, my membership had expired? Damn.
One of my nines got one. But James, shout out to James, man. James Life Talk. LD, the legend himself. Shout out to Are You Crazy, too. Shout out to y'all, man.
Little girl.
I said I was go do that. I'm trying to get 100 members. I need to get at least 10 people in the chat consistently. I remember I used to have like 15, 16. I'm like, I'm on my way up, man. Some bullshit happened with some people. My shit dropped down to 5 and 3.
That
Like,
always
every time
happens. Then you get your momentum, and then it goes away, and then it comes back.
Yeah, man. Well, shit, I'm getting over 100 views for videos. A lot of people. I think it's the time I be coming on to. I think if I just can't come on early. Not till my kids. When my kids get older, then I can do it. But right now, I can't.
I know that the best hours to go on YouTube is between the hours of 3 and 7 in the morning.
That's in your analytics too. That's in your analytics too. You can look and see when people view your channel the most.
I noticed that shit around that time. That's what I'm saying. That's when you see people scrolling a lot between them hours. You be getting the most trolls too, because that's why I stopped going out. I'm like, listen, I couldn't do it. It was too much. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm focused on my content, but motherfuckers be saying the most.
I love the trolls. I be having fun with them.
I hate the trolls.
They blend it right in with my content, especially when I start talking about behavior. Let some trolls come over here. I'm gonna use your ass as an example.
See, that's good for you because you're a coach. See where I'm coming from? I need a coach.
Like, you know what, man? If it's some kids like 21 and under, I can understand that. But like when these grown ass motherfuckers be taking pride in trolling, I'd be like, your life ain't shit, bro. And just tell them, like, you sitting up here worried about me, and I'm worried about me. So guess what the focus is on? Me. That's why your life ain't shit now, because you worried about everybody else shit. If you focus on you like you focusing on me, maybe you can be like me. Shit.
I'm good at ignoring them.
Just get mad at
I
that.
have to because it took me a minute to learn how to ignore shit like that. Because it's like you're grown, like we grown, and sometimes it just baffles me how the majority of people that is older than me act worse than these kids. And I'm like, wait, you're older than me, like maybe 30, 40 years. You're old enough to be my great grandma or my great grandfather. And you're on this John acting like my daughter or some shit. Like, I'm like, wait, I'm confused. I was told lead by example, especially when you were of a certain age. Like you're older than your brother and your sister. Lead by example. And I'm not saying that you know, because you're older, you have to lead by example, but it makes sense. You know something that the younger person doesn't know. So if you don't want this person to do it, right, don't do what you don't want them to fucking do, because they're gonna mimic it. So what our grandparents taught us made sense. It's just we didn't get it when we was young. But we wasn't as hard-headed as these kids is, though. It's like, I don't know. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe, right? I feel as though that all these injections they were giving us when we was young, right? Like somehow, some way altered our DNA, right? And our kids now are like worse than us.
Man, it's
I can't get mad because we was them. But it's like,
there's a lot of variables involved. I'm not just it can be the food, the water, the fucking air. All this shit is different from when we was little. Not just an injection. You know, there's blue lights, all this shit, the frequencies. Like, bro, I mean, we get breaking that shit down, bro. That's a whole nother show. Like,
yeah, because I'm like, yo, word, I know you ain't saying.
Talk about that being monetized. You gotta watch that shit.
Listen, have you noticed that babies are walking straight out the womb?
Man, my son was walking at 6 months. My daughter didn't walk until 8 months. But my son, like, everything was like over.
Those are our kids. Word. You're not gonna sit here and deny the fact that you're not seeing that these kids, right? The kids, I'm not saying my kids are still young, right? But these kids that are now in this generation having kids, their kids, even the women that are having kids in this generation that are younger than your kids. You see where I'm coming from? Babies are coming out of the damn pussy. I'm sorry, with their heads sticking up already. They're already crawling, moving, falling off the bed. And I'm like, yo, they're like 2 weeks old. How the heck does this baby got his head out so high? Like, it's a newborn. It, like, some of them don't even hit 2 weeks fresh out the womb. Like, and these babies are doing things that a normal baby wouldn't do. It's like they gave them steroids before we pushed them out or some shit. I mean, I didn't push it out. My baby's not about to be 9, but y'all get my point. This is crazy. Wait, oh, Word is talking. Word, come back to us. This reminds me of The Last of Us. You hear him? He sound like he on one of them little walkie-talkies, and I'm trying like, I need a life pack.
Did you watch that series, The Last of Us?
I'm on it.
Glasswater, what up, though?
Oh,
Glasswater in the building. What up, though? Appreciate you.
I'm on season 2 now of The Last of Us. I'm on, let me see. I got the episode paused from earlier. I'm on episode, let me see, season 2, episode 7.
Man, I played that game was out cold, but when I started watching the show, I was like, that's dope. And that Halo show. I'm mad that they ended it, but that Halo was dope too.
They got a lot of good shows. But you imagine, like, yo, what if they come up with some type of virus like that? I'm not saying exactly like that. But yeah.
Man, a lot of that shit, man, I don't care what nobody say. I've been saying that a lot of that shit they be showing us, that should be conditioning. That condition your mind so when the shit happen, people don't be freaked out. They already they just kind of go with the flow of it. Like even that COVID shit, bro. Like I'm looking like y'all just taking like, man, I'm in the medical. I used to be when that happened, I was in the medical field. I worked in anesthesia. I'm not no anesthesiologist. I'm not no nurse. I wasn't a doctor. but I dealt with drugs for 15 fucking years. And I know one thing: ain't no fucking vaccine gonna be made and mass produced in no fucking year. That's not how it works. Don't no drug work like that. And when they did that shit, I'm like, adios, amigos. I'm straight out find something else to do. Y'all ain't putting that shit in me. I'm good.
You know what's crazy though?
And then like what an antivirus is, if you can Google the shit and look it up for yourself, you know I never tell people to believe me. You can cross check me, cross fact, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But what an antivirus is a dead virus. That wasn't no fucking dead virus. That shit attached to your RNA. That's something totally fucking different. I ain't never heard of no shit like that. I'm good, bro. That shit,
know what's crazy though?
Turning into fucking zombies and shit in the next 3-4 years. Watch some crazy shit go happen.
Listen,
I'm going for headshots. Fuck that, bro.
People thought it was a game when they was talking about. Listen, the bull. I think it was one of the doctors. He was I forgot what he was, but I know that my first podcast that I ever did, right when I first started all this, one of the episodes I did was speaking on it, right, and I did the video of the bull exposing what was on it. Mind you, he read everything that was in it, you know, the ingredients and all that. Tell me why they had the virus Kawasaki in there and HIV. Why is y'all putting that in there? Why is that on a antivirus? You see what I mean? And it's live. Like it's not like y'all deactivated the things and put that in there. You see where I'm coming from?
Man.
Like so. And then, listen. I did that. They censored that live, right? Then 2-3 weeks later, after we found out that the doctor, we didn't hear from the doctor. Allegedly, something. I don't know what happened to that doctor, but I left it alone. Like a couple months passed by, we start hearing about the kids hitting the hospitals with Kawasaki. I'm sitting here. I was like, yo, when I saw the doctor to save my life when I was 11 years old on the news. I was like, there's no way in hell. I was like, I knew it. That doctor wasn't lying. He was sitting here exposing the truth, right? You see where I'm coming from? And I warned a lot of people. I was like, yo, y'all gonna sit here and really sit and how can I say, thinking that y'all preventing this, but y'all altering something in your body, because why is it that this type of this damn vaccine has these cells in it that shouldn't be in there? Kawasaki, I had it when I was 11 years old, and I'm telling you that as soon as the virus would have, how can I say, reached my brain, I would have been gone. The virus had already reached my head. It started from my feet. My body swelled from my feet all the way up to my neck. Swelled up. I couldn't do nothing. I wasn't able to eat. The only thing I could eat was ice cream because it was the only thing that I could go. How can I say that was soothing enough to go down my throat because of how swelled up I was from the inside out, and all because of a worm, right? A worm that was roaming around in my heart. You see where I'm coming from? A mucus. That's what was surrounding my heart. And if that reached my brain, I would have died. But that doctor saved me on time. So I don't wish that on nobody. And the only ones that can get that are the kids under the age of 7, right? And now is apparently kids from the ages of 10 and under can get the virus somehow. I don't know how, but they can get it now. But before it wasn't like that. It was only the kids under the ages of 7, right? No, I'm tripping. I think they can get it. It was 11. It was between 11, 10, and under. Now I think the teenagers can get it now. So I think a few of them ended up in the hospital with Kawasaki, if I'm not mistaken, right? And the adults, the elderly still get it. That's the only thing that hasn't changed. And I'm saying here, I was like, people don't realize once you get that virus, it's curtains. I was told that they was able to save me. But when I hit the age of 50, 60, around there, that virus can come back because they still have not figured out how we get that virus. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
They haven't determined how we catch it. Like they haven't figured out how was it that I caught that virus. When they first came out and they were first noticing that virus in Philadelphia, I was 10 out of, how can I say, 100 kids that first got it. The first 10 kids.
I believe it.
I don't know how to explain it.
If I'm not mistaken, is the contact precaution. I remember doing surgery on a little girl who had we had to suit up because it was contact precaution. So I think it's through like droplets and yeah.
It's like they can't determine. Like they tested a lot of shit. Like, listen, that day when they found out that I had it, I had touched the grass, I had touched trees, I was in the playground in school. You see where I'm coming from? I got it one day out of nowhere. My body started swelling up. It came out of nowhere. And it's still a virus that they can't figure out where it comes from and how to fully cure it. That's the funny part about it. So it's something like I tell people, I don't wish it on nobody. Imagine you having a baby and they catching that. When your babies are newborns, it's hard to help them.
Yeah, it's hard to because their bodies ain't even fully developed with their immune system. So exactly. you can't. Is a level of treatment. They can't use a lot of different antibiotics. That's why I'm so happy my kids are older now, man. I used to like I'm like when they say, men supposed to be protectors, man. Don't shit happen. My kids don't fall. They don't do none of that shit. I be on their head like, get off, stop jumping, stop doing this. My wife be like, let them be kids. I am. They can play and shit. But all this shit, every time when they with my wife, you hear boom, man. Like, they only fall when they're around you because I don't let them do all that crazy shit. Especially my daughter, man. She like, oh my God. My daughter has no fucking fear of anything. She was, bro. Like, we was walking a day, and I'm telling her not to touch that bush because they got all the little thorns and shit in it. She looked at me and grabbed it. It was like, ow, my finger. I'm like, I just told you that. And then she grabbed it again. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, she a little, man, that's my baby girl. My son is fucking amazing too. I got some amazing ass kids, man. And I'm just trying to nurture them more.
Where it's funny is
nurture them more.
Yeah, it's crazy how we make these kids, right? How the boys have the DNA of the mother and the girls have the DNA of the father. I thought it was the other way around. So they carry more of the girls carry more of
the traits. The girls get more of the daddy traits. The boys, well, not even more. They just get more of the noticeable traits from the father. The girls, and then the boys get more of the noticeable traits of the mother.
That's crazy. And because in certain situations, the boys look more like the moms than the dads, and the girls be looking like the dads.
Like, if you see my mom and dad, like me and all my dad boys, we very fucking similar. Like, people used to mistake me and my dad until I got like in my late 30s. Then I started looking more like my mom. Like, when you see me and my mom, you be like, yeah, that's your mom. But when I was younger, me and my dad was like identical. And I was always big. I was a big ass kid. My dad is 6 foot. I'm like a half an inch taller than my dad. But when I hit 6 foot, I was just as big as my dad. My dad always been around like 220, 230. I was that at 14. I was 220 at 14. Like 5'10", 5'11", 220. So when I got bigger, I was bigger, just as big as my dad. But when he was younger, my dad, like we all, like my family, we like them throwback hillbillies, bro. Like we all big as hell. Frankie Blanco. Uh-oh.
Hey, can y'all hear me, man?
Can you hear me? We can hear you loud and clear, brother. What you came back up here for some more
I've been training sensei. I've been down by the rice paddies working on my knuckles. How are you doing today, sensei? How you doing, Ryder? What's up, man? Salute everybody.
I'm gonna turn your mic up. It might just be mine.
Am I low?
No, it might just be me. These earbuds is low, so I gotta turn everybody up when they come on.
I think it is my mic. Right, am I low?
I got you. It's my earbuds, bro.
No, I didn't say how I look. I'm saying am I low?
No. You already.
I'm trying to raise shit. You already know.
Yo, he funny as shit. No,
I'm
no.
fucking with it.
That's
Thank you,
why
thank
your
you.
mic be sounding all muffled because of them damn AirPods.
Yeah, I hate when he uses
Man,
them
look,
shits.
I got this tube in my head, bro. I can't be wearing them headphones all the time. That shit be giving me like these AirPods, bro. It saved my life because I used to be like, God damn, like 30 minutes into the show, because it's even if I wear them on the back and let that headband sit on the back of my neck, I can't put pressure. Anytime I put pressure on this tube in my head, I start getting migraines and shit. So I had to just get an ear. I just got to put something in my ear so I can hear y'all. Because I don't, because my family sleep and my living room. I'm in my living room right now, but the way my house structured, it echo. So that should be, I don't want to wake my kids and my wife up and shit. So I just don't play it off the computer. So I got to put the earphones in.
Yeah, that's especially what headphones you got. Oh, you got the buds, because if you got the headphones like the drive-through window shits, the big ones. Oh man, them shit suffocate your ears.
Yeah.
You can't hear nothing. That should be mad. You know what I mean? Them shits are different too. Like, but yeah, man, I just wanted to say, that was, that was all in fun yesterday. I didn't want you like, it was interesting. I had a good time yesterday doing that shit, man. Brother Gary, salute my brother. How you doing out there? Fly Swatter, how you doing? Everybody in the chat, salute. Ryder, everybody. Who else is out here? Blessings. Yeah, man. What you got? I just wanted to jump up here. My kids just fell asleep, so I figured, fuck, let me shoot the shit with the, the YouTube street. How do you think? Huh?
That shit was that was dope. I enjoyed
That was
it.
fun.
So,
That was fun.
yeah.
You are cerebral. You cerebral
I
though,
was
because
just
you was
having
flipping
fun,
it.
bro.
You was flipping it in so many different levels. Like you was going physical, you was going mental, spiritual. You was doing a whole bunch of. I was like, yo, that shit got too crazy. At one point, I was like, I'm lost. Then I caught it again. Yo, that shit was. It was fun. It was fun. It was like mental, mental gymnastics.
Welcome to the mix.
Intellectual sparring. That's what
There
I
you
like to
go.
say.
Right,
Like,
right.
You should hear me and my sister, man. We do that shit all day.
Well,
We
I
be
could
on the
do
phone
it.
for like
I
an
could do
hour.
it. But you gotta be,
Man,
like you gotta know who's doing it with you, because some people get, they don't know how, you might go too far. People get like, what are you doing? Kill the whole joke. It was fun. I'm telling you,
yeah.
good content. It was good content, because it was like we couldn't win. We was trying to debate you on everything. After we couldn't, and then it was fun. It was fun. Gary was fucking happy dying, bro. Gary was hilarious.
Gary wasn't bullshitting.
Gary was like that pit bull with a big leash. Like he had a long leash, and he was just like he was just going after shit. And a pit bull with a short leash is what I meant. Like you gotta hold, you gotta pull him away. Like he was all fucking barking. Yes, he would have got, trust me, he would have got Word's leg. I think Word would have been fucked up in the game.
Gary's sleeping right now. He's taking a nap. He inside his shell right now, avoiding SpongeBob.
Big dog. Shout out to Gary though, man. That's a good dude, man. Fuck with him.
Yeah, I like fucking around, like talking shit. I mean, when you having fun doing it is one thing,
right?
It don't got to be drama. You can sit back and talk shit and
yeah. It was getting like, that's when Ryder came up. When Ryder came up, she was like, "I'm lost." Like, and she stood there, like you said, for almost 15 minutes, 20 minutes, didn't say one thing, and we're just like, "What the hell's going on here?" Like, she didn't want to disturb it because it was interesting, but she didn't know what the fuck it was like. What was the premise? You know what I mean?
Shit, I've never seen Gary in Word like that.
It was good. It was good.
Man, we do that shit all the time.
It's called
we do that shit all the time.
Superliminal.
No, yesterday, did you catch the replay? That John went deep. We couldn't tell if it was a conversation or a debate. I wasn't saying it was going to the left. I was like, is this a conversation or a debate? Should I even get in this? This is man's business, right? I
was asking you at one point. I was like, Ryder, I was trying to get you in there because it got out of my hands. Gary, salute, my brother. What's going on, bro?
They did good though on some real stuff. They
fun.
had everybody.
You know what it was? Because Word. Even if you listen to the replay, I didn't listen, but I know what it said, because I remember when Word first mentioned it. I stopped and I thought about what he said. And then I said what I said, and then when he clarified it, and he said, what he said, focus. I caught it, but I didn't say nothing, right? And then that left room for, to him to throw his little, his dart. He threw like a ninja dart, a little small dart though. It was like one of those, the ninja that could hold it with two fingers, like Gambit with his card. He did one of those. He did a Gambit card like type thing, and then it worked. It all worked out.
I got share accounts, bro. I be throwing share accounts.
Right. You see, I see niggas do it. I see niggas how to throw cards on YouTube and on. Niggas be turning out candles, cutting through candles.
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
think. I don't think.
But you know why I like doing that though, like getting into conversations like that. And if you notice how I be hitting y'all with everything, like when, like even when somebody say, "Oh, this is the definition," I flip that shit. Okay, but we talking
Yeah.
about the meaning or what kind of definition?
No.
Because when you get
When
into
you say
real
functionalities,
conversations,
when you say
yeah,
functionality, like you say this nigga's
when
smart.
that's what you when you get into conversations with
Right.
motherfuckers who really know shit. This is that shit was light, really. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I could have broke that shit down to the atom, but this is like when you it's levels to everything. So when you
Right.
talking about debating, bro,
Yeah,
it's
nah,
like
that was just
levels
fun.
to,
That was
and
yeah,
it's
that
not,
was
and that's not even like debating. That
yeah.
wasn't even debating to me. But when you get in these higher level of intellectual conversation,
Right,
this is
right.
what you gonna have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like people around me. My job is to elevate everybody up. So
But
I'm
you,
gonna challenge you.
right.
I'm gonna
You know,
challenge you to shit.
the harder part, if it was a debate, right? Fair say, if it was, right, you would like a series when you would need to put up references, sources. And
Yeah,
see that's when it
I would have
becomes
got it.
yeah, because probably but see, sometimes experience could triumph with that. Like sometimes you could just say I lived through it myself. Why do I have to tell you what a nigga 70 to 100 years ago told you about what I'm telling you that I lived through yesterday? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And even that, like that's what I was saying. Like if like when I said, let me tell writers this, when I said I delineate on my
Oh yeah, I'm
epistemology
watching your word.
and I'm
Yeah,
concise
that
on
word.
my that's what empiricism is
Right.
acquiring knowledge through experience. That's what empiricism or an empiricist it's called empiricism, but when you practice it, you're an empiricist. So that's what it is acquiring knowledge through experiences. So that we acquire knowledge different ways, right? And behind that is a whole philosophy about how to acquire knowledge. Is a whole breakdown on
Yeah.
how, like, that's why, like, when people be saying research, I be wanting to challenge people, like, what is the 7-step process of researching? Most people think looking something up is research, and what they don't do is, like, people will look something up. Oh, this is what it means, and what functionality though? Are we talking about philosophy, psychology? Are we talking about functionality? And what aspect are you talking about this in?
When you
Because
flipped it, when you really flipped it on us, when you went to like the black laws, like when you started flipping the dictionaries, I said, this nigga's good, man. Like you
I
got
go
like
back to
that's
the
legalese,
etymology,
man. That's
bro.
some legalese shit, like lawyer shit. You know what I mean? That's what you was doing right there, man. I was like, this got crazy, right? This nigga went to level 10 on us. Like Gary, man, put them gloves back on. We got another round in us. That was
When I
funny.
start going,
Yo,
when
the
I
second
get
round though,
serious,
the second round, I ain't gonna lie. So I remember I said it. If you listen, I was like, yo, second round, you caught Gary with the uppercut. It was brutal.
when I get serious, we go into the etymology. Now we got to go to the creation of the word to
Yeah, that's when it's
take
tough.
it to
That's
the
what I
root
mean.
to
Yeah, you gotta
understand.
go when you debate, you gotta do that, you gotta
Yeah,
you gotta go into all of that, man. It's
and
tough
you got to
because
talk about the
I
application,
be
the
knowing shit.
functionality.
I be knowing shit, but I don't be having like I do know sources and references that I can get to know where I'm talking about sometimes, but I didn't get it from those people per se. But at the end of the day, like I don't know how to say it, right? Because there's academia knowledge, right? There's shit that you can go into literature and read and scholastics and like comprehension. And then there's just like, and I don't know if this sounds crazy, right? But it's just like you get these. If you tapped into the universe, it's flowing in you, right? It's already being like your
Yeah,
mind is already being uploaded and you're getting updates like the iOS, every certain amount of
Hey,
time that you in the right space in the right time, the longitude latitude. That's why there's ley lines in the world.
you know what, bro? That's what I used to have an issue with because I just knew shit. I just knew it. I didn't, and
And people get
sometimes
mad at you.
I
People,
didn't even experience it. It was just like you said, like a download. But then when I tried to articulate it and people challenged it, I had nothing to back it up with. So that's why I
yeah,
really got into like the academics and shit. That's
yeah.
when because now I know shit, but now I can back it up. I got references and sources and all the shit.
And
Not everything I know. So some things I don't even share with people, bro.
you have spoken to
Like I
many different people, so you got a different level of kind of gauging. You know what I mean? The different levels of people telling you their pain. So you can understand from like a scale from 1 to 10 through all the people you ever met in your life, you can see who's the 8s and the 9s and who's the 3s and the 4s, but they're making themselves be, you know what I mean? How can I say? You know, the 3s and the 4s are complaining, making it sound like they're the 8 and the 9s, and the 8 and the 9s are humble. You know what I'm saying? They don't even, they're so past that already. Like, it's not even about faking like you mad at being in a situation. They're just really trying to get out of it now, you know. Whereas the 3, you know, the people who still just borderline check poor, you feel me? They just like, fuck that, everything complaining, but they don't really understand what it is to be out there looking for a sandwich through the garbage, or you feel me, trying to look for a blanket to sleep because the car's freezing cold. If you don't got a blanket in the nighttime, you can freeze to death for real.
And that's why, like, even like if you look at the, you know, it's the open topic, so we just talking.
That's why I
worded No, bro. We just talking. We've been just talking. I mean, we talked about it for a minute, but it's open topic, open panel, bro. I just put that up there to, you know, if anybody wanted to talk about it, I just thought it was dope. But the way I structured the sentence, how do you take accountability and what are the effects? Like, this is how I feel. If you practice something, you should be able to tell people the results. You should be able to tell me how, either how to do it and what I get from it. A lot of people just tell you shit and want you to believe them. All the shit I talk, like even when I talk about emotional intelligence, you listen to me talk about it and you go listen to somebody else, you go hear something totally different, bro. Because half of the people just read the shit off the internet. They done found some website and is explaining it, and that's what they regurgitate. But I can tell you how the shit work because I do it every fucking day. This is something like emotion. That's something I live by. Like when I learned that shit changed my life, man. Because I was a hothead, bro.
Yeah, I still am. I'm a humble hothead, but I am still who I was. You know what I mean? It's sad to say I live so many different masks. Like I told you, I'm a different person when I'm amongst y'all. I'm a different person when I'm one-on-one with my wife and my kids, and I'm a whole different person when I'm out on the street around strangers. So you know what I mean? I had to be like that. You know, that's just it's by force of nature, because if not, you become vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And not in a good way. Because there's people who prey on the weak and they understand the symptoms and the signs because they are weak. They were weak. They still are weak, but they don't see that because they live in a false sense of reality by sucking off people's energies, being anchors. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, you know, misery loves company type shit. You know what I mean? That type shit. And I stay away from that. And to be honest with you, I'm my worst person. I'm the worst person that I could be around. And it's so crazy because I know what I don't like. You feel me? And sometimes I get caught in my flesh, you know, I'll be physical. And I could think great and I could talk great, right? But sometimes I'm still just human. You feel me? And that's the hard part. When people look at you and hold you to a higher standard, and then you do something like a regular person does, which you know what I'm saying, like, you know, just using the word regular, but something that an average person does that's not in the same mindset as you, then they hold you like they kind of like throw you to the cross. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, bro, you know, I'm still human too, though. You know, I'm learning life too as we going along with this shit. I might sound good when I'm telling y'all what I think y'all should do, because like I said, at the same time, I could give the greatest advice in the world, bro, but I can't take my shit. You're pause. I can't even take my own advice sometimes, and it'd be crazy because I could hear people's stories and it correlates with mine, and as I'm giving them the answers. And that's why I always say in life, sometimes we have the answer already. We just don't know the question. You know what I'm saying? And we looking and we just like, we don't even know why we got this answer in our head for 20 years, you know, but it's all going to connect later one day soon. You know, if it's a whole bunch of shit, because you know, that's a whole nother story besides that. But yeah, and with accountability, the effects of it is just to show, like in my opinion, it'll be like organized. It'll be like everything flows in synchronicity. When accountability is held, there's no harsh feelings. There's no behind the back backbiting. There's no hard feelings or grudges. You know what I mean? Like nobody harboring nothing, right? When it's accountability is held, everyone stands up for their own shit and tell you, listen, my shit stinks too. You know what I mean? Like it's the time when people do make mistakes in front of you and then they say that wasn't me. Is that shit will make anybody go into an emotional impulse, especially when they're making you say they're saying you lie without saying you lying. You know what I mean?
755, what up, sir?
Yo, salute 755 Media. Says hello to Word Panel 9 in the chat. Salute.
I definitely agree with that. It creates structure and discipline too. It has a lot of benefits, man.
Things become better. You know, like
Yeah.
even with your psyche, your aura, your the way you coming off to people, because you feel more true to yourself. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. There's probably things right now that I'm not being accountable for, and I know in my head, the back of my head, the right me, the that's what I call the Super Saiyan me. You know, the God me. Been telling me, yo, you letting this small thing, and there's a lot of people doing the same thing right now, letting that little small thing keep passing by every week. You feel me? And you know in your heart and your mind is telling you, like, but it's just something about being physical, living in the physical, right? So I guess I got to raise my frequency or find something that's gonna put me in a different space. But yeah, I'm like that too, man. Sometimes I don't care about accountability. I'm like, fuck that. Everybody else doing it. What about me? Well, I'm gonna be the only nigga trying to be good and everybody stealing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really care what other people do no more, bro.
Well, I mean, in a sense, like they're robbing you, they're hurting your family members, they're doing it to people that you love. The thing that matters the most sometimes, right? And I know you say you don't care, right? And that's something I understand. So I understand that, and I always understood that. I don't, listen, you have to really do. But when you get family and the loved ones, bro, and you see people taking advantage of them, you know what I mean? You see people doing, sidewise shit, like they're mocking them, or they're being, they're being facetious or disingenuous, and your loved one doesn't realize it, but they're all full fledged, like, because the good heart they have, because you love them, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That shit will be. There's sometimes people snap, man. It don't matter who, you know what I mean? Like,
oh no, that's bro. That to me, that's being responsible shit. That's
right.
Protecting your people. Right. So like, I don't. It's certain. Like I tell people, like people don't hold me to no high standard. I tell you exactly what I am. I'm either angel or devil. It is what you allow me to be, bro. I'm not gonna deny that I will get violent if I have to. I embrace my dark side, bro. I don't try to fight my demons. I'm at peace with them, because if I need them, they gonna come out. I be real with people, bro. So
that's
I mean, people who know, like, it's not easy. Like it's not easy being my friend, bro. Because if you got any ill intentions, if you come to me genuine with a good heart, we're gonna have fun, we gonna enjoy life, we gonna do all that. But if you one of them sneaky motherfuckers, I'm gonna do you the dirtiest, bro. And I'm gonna let you know. No, you gonna get done something crazy.
Yeah, it's when someone you love does you wrong, where it makes you go different. Like, somebody you don't care about, you like, fuck it, I want to beat this nigga ass, and I didn't talk about it. When somebody you love, you're gonna beat his ass, crying to him, telling him why you made me do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree with you.
But yeah, accountability, and the effects of accountability, it definitely gives you, it builds character. It shows you, like, you see a young man who does a mistake, and especially like a teenager, and we were all kids once. We had a little lie here and there. But when you see a 9-year-old or 10-year-old being holding himself accountable for certain his actions, that shit just shows you a whole nother. That shit shows you that he got good parents. You feel me?
Yeah.
It shows you that he's a good listener, and his parents were in his head. They weren't distracting him with toys. That's my problem too. That's what I mean by accountability. And I'm gonna say, I'll be honest, I did that a lot too. I bought my daughter the newest toys, the newest tablets, phones, which is all kind of distractions later on when I found out. You know what I mean? It's just because those are the times that I was needed the most, not the phone or the tablet or the, the fucking Busy Beavers and fucking Cocoa Melons, and you know what I mean?
You know what? It's you can find like a healthy balance. Because my kid did everything. I just bought my kid a sandbox, bro.
Yeah, shit like that, man. I had bouncy houses in my house, nigga. Yeah. My son had me. I had like a big ass 7-foot bouncy house in my living room. That shit was to the ceiling, everything. I had to do it. Like, I'm crazy. I ain't gonna keep you good and happy, but that's bad though, because I should have been, doing more productive things. Teaching them how to fucking anything. Just put rocks together. Stack rocks. Just shit, natural shit, regular shit that we used to do when we had no toys. We didn't have guns, and we used to use our fingers or coat hangers playing cops and robbers.
I just learned moderation. Moderation. My son got a tablet. I got a fucking trampoline in my.
I got a big ass. I got like one of them 10-foot trampolines too. Yeah. I had a pool. One of the pools, 3,000 gallons. Man, listen to me, bro. That is a bitch to take care of, son. I'm not even, I thought it was just gonna be easy peasy, man. The hardest 2 summers of my life, nigga. And then clean the water. You know what it is? I ain't gonna lie to you. You can't even dump that water in the sewers because they got chlorine, nigga. You know what 3,000 gallons of water is? I do.
Yeah. Shit. Well, I ain't got no pool like that, but I just bought them one of them big ass bouncy houses. They got the slide.
Yeah.
At the bottom, we got the pool and shit with the little water gun cannon. I just bought that. My nephew, my sister coming up next weekend, so we'll put that shit in the backyard. I got twin nephew, and my nephew, he just went to prom, graduated and shit. So I'm about to start. I'm gonna train him while he up there. So that's cool.
You can't hear you, bro.
Oh, my bad. I don't know why I think it must be hooked. I thought it was hooked to my earpiece. It gotta be hooked to my mic, and I just don't know. Every time I walk away, every time 755, I gotta get back over there. I've been running around with the kids and trying to get this business together. Always put the Z on your name. Apologies, fam. Riders.
You know, Ryder's name is I'm gonna call her Rabbit Hole Rider. No, boy, that don't sound right, but Rabbit Hole, like she goes down rabbit holes, boy. This girl be going some shit, bro. Like I watch her lives and I'm like, shit, she's like full steam too. Like I know she watched, like I watched Papa Ducks before and all that. And she be, she go out there and be talking to these politicians and these Senate, these city councils and all that. You dealing with the snakes, you know what I mean? Like you dealing with the ones that are probably helping keeping us in the situation we're in, you know what I'm saying? When you confront, truth to power, sometimes, that shit's tough. It's one thing to talk about on a YouTube channel. Then there's another thing to go in those meetings and be out there, you know what I mean? Standing in front of them niggas, and talking to them, you know what I mean? You got to have heart. You got to be, you got to come from, you got to mean this shit, bro. And that's what I say. She's definitely, that's why Ryder's a good name, man. Ryder. Rabbit Hole Rider. I don't know. Rider Rabbit Hole? That don't even sound right? Pause. All right. I'll call you Rachel. Fuck it. Rider Rachel. You win.
That's okay. It's okay. Just call me Thumper.
Thumper. That was a good one, too. That's a good one, bro. Thumper, yeah. Because he was fast, too, right? Thumper was the one that he couldn't stop. His legs was always pouncing. I remember that shit. I remember that was a good one. That's perfect.
And Gary, he wasn't playing. He really ain't coming up, huh?
No, he didn't.
Gary, me and brother Gary we had some Pilates classes earlier. We discussed it.
Hey.
We were doing Tae Bo.
Chill, be careful. Don't talk about doing Pilates on here. They're gonna call you a sissy like they do papoose. You know how they say.
Man,
I think Pap is a straight gentleman. I think Pap did what I would do. He's domesticated, you know what I mean? I've been there. I know what it is to raise your kids alone without the woman, being there doing everything, changing diapers. And it takes a different kind of man to raise a woman, period. So like I said, remember, she went in, she was a butch before she met Pap. She had a baby in jail and became a lipstick lesbian. I'm telling you, I know. I listen, bro. In jail? Listen to me. Yeah, she had a baby in jail, became a lipstick lesbian. Pap came and helped raise the baby and all that, right? Pap was seeing every day in Rikers and all that. She comes home and she's still feeling like she want to get back into butch energy. I'm being honest. I'm just telling you what it is. But she's still a lipstick lesbian. Now, when the black love thing hits, I'm just telling you my theory. Can I just?
No, but listen. You think it was while she went to jail, or do you believe it was before she got with Papoose? Do you remember?
She was already eating coochie.
Remember Moco Space, MySpace?
She was eating coochie, man. She was eating coochie. She used to be in a battle rap district and all that. Like,
remember Nicki Minaj? The rumors with her back.
I don't know about Nicki and all that. I'm just saying what I know about Remy Ma. You know what I mean? Listen, Remy Ma. I know Eve was Bob back in the days. Like, these things. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But remember, listen, Remy slaughtered Nicki Minaj on an ether, right? Why was that beef?
That's probably industry shit, like publicity, just to build up the next album. It's for the next album or whatever. They do it because
listen, El Past got revealed in there that a lot of us forgot. You remember their past? I'm like, if you was in Moco Space, if you was around the era with MySpace, and you was involved in them apps, you'll know what I'm talking about. Nicki, Remy was bi before she got with Pat. It was something she never denied in the past.
I know that. That's what I just said.
That's why I was like, it's not in jail. She ain't turned.
No, I said she was gay. I said she was butch before she went to jail. And when she went to jail and had the baby and came out,
Before.
she wanted to come out. Yeah, that's what I said. She was more tomboyish. And when she came out of jail, she started getting contours. Her hair was growing out nice and long. Her body had shape. She was buying more flashier clothes. You understand me? Now is when she became more of a standard wife type, if you want to say, you know, per se, whatever standard like. And she had the Black Love title put on her with Pap. Pap is God body. Let me tell you something. Pap had knowledge of himself when he was like 16, probably 15, even younger. You know what I mean? And I know when you talk like that, you have to stand on code. Like you have to mean what you're saying, say what you mean. You can't just be saying. You got to be right and exact at all times. You know what I mean? So Pap ain't gonna go and just make up slander about that. That bitch was getting her pussy. Excuse my language, but she was getting her pussy ate while her daughter was sleeping on the same bed. That's a trifling New York bitch. I'm just telling you, I've seen it. I know bitches like that. When I grew up, they were like that. She ran me. That's come on. There's no. I don't care if you're not gay. Just doing that alone is an act that you know what I mean. That's your daughter at that. You know what I mean. What if she wakes up and sees that? You know what I mean. That's PTSD, and she's not gonna understand that.
He said that's PTSD.
I'm serious. In the world we live in, right? I should have fucked a kid's head up if they don't know better.
You're not wrong. It's just the way you just said. It's the way you put it together. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying what it is.
Saying she a basic hood shit, bro.
That's a hood rat. Remy Ma was I'm telling you, man. I mean, anything, man. Acting all gangster and you know, giving niggas blowjobs and hand jobs and being a little one to run around and go get the Dutchies. I'm telling you.
Oh, dude, I can't.
So was Mariah Carey back in the hood. I promise you that, man. Her sister, J-Lo, all them bitches was like that. They that shit now. No, I'm not lying. They the top dog, but they still was bottom bitches in the hood. You know, when they were young, like they had to do it. They had to go through that.
Let me ask y'all two men a question, right? Because y'all the only ones on panel, right? What's the difference between a woman, a lady, and an itch?
I mean, an itch is a fun night, maybe even a bad night. A woman is someone you talk to with respect, and a lady is someone you want to stay with.
Okay, word. Okay, I like Frankie's little perspective. Every man has a different perspective. Okay. What word gotta say?
Bitch is a bitch, a female dog, and
Does heaven have a ghetto?
A lady is in the middle. She trying to learn how to be a woman.
Okay, word got the old school traditional way.
Yeah, word hit
that's
you
the
with
process.
That 1960s sitting in the barn shit. You heard me. What a woman is a woman. When she become a woman, she turned into a lady.
Abuelito, dame café.
Yeah. I know he did that though. He was like, I'm not trying to even be philosophical on this shit. Fuck that. I'm going gutter.
Yeah, I'm going these hood. I'm turning to the hood philosophy.
Yeah, right. That's like when Obama. Remember when Key and Peele, he had the Obama interpreter, and he was like, "Man, fuck that." And Obama, was like, I don't want to really talk like. Yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. This nigga word got a whole bunch of crunching munch going on right now.
He be smacking.
I love these pretzels, bro.
Oh, I got pretzels. No, I ain't gonna. Yo, no funny shit. Do you buy the? This shit sound crazy. Do you buy the long ones I used to get? I used to get pretzels in school back in the days, right? The long ones. You know what I'm talking about? They're like a whole stick.
Bro, you go laugh at me how I eat pretzels, bro. I like the standard pretzels. I don't chew them. I break them into little pieces and swallow them.
Nah, you're crazy, bro. That shit have choked the fuck out of you, bro. Especially if you do it on a dry mouth or something. Like you ain't ready for it. A little piece go back there, salty too, nigga. You got salt on them, right? Yeah. I don't play. I do them too. I got a bag right there. Actually, I'm not even joking. But I used to get the big ones in school, like we used to get them in the mornings in class and shit. I don't know why, and I'm shit addicted. So I get them and I chew on them like a chew stick. Yeah, like a chew stick. You heard? I leave them there sometimes. Start moving up on it, no homo. Like, and sunflower seeds, yo, them shits. Oh yeah, probably the most addictive thing in the '90s that I ever read. And those are now-laters, yo. Shit.
But bro, sunflower seeds,
addicting. Remember when they made barbecues? They did the barbecue and the ranch.
Bro, they got some motherfucking taco seeds, like some taco.
See, they can't do that to me, nigga. I'll be a bird. I'll be out here pecking shit like a pigeon. Give me some fucking birds.
I grew up with a sunflower. My auntie had sunflower.
See, but them shit be all. You gotta salt them. You gotta salt them and bake them.
Oh, bro, you just bake them. You don't even gotta salt them, bro. If you get them fresh seeds out them sunflowers, bro, you don't even need to salt them bitches.
I used
You
to
was
bust them
baking
shits
them
open. I
bitches be
try to eat them shit.
slapping, bro.
Yeah, those are real fish though. You ever tried pumpkin seeds?
Yeah, my wife, she Middle Eastern. That's
Them
all
shits
she
is
eats,
weird,
pumpkin seeds.
man. Them shits is weird, but
And,
they
and
good.
squash.
Yes. Oh
Them
man,
squash seeds be slapping too, though, bro.
I never had
Man, they
it.
got these. Damn, what I gotta ask her these other seeds they got. It's something from like Jordan. It's like some
See,
damn. What is the name of them?
people be knowing that shit, bro. They be knowing that the littlest things you would think is like worthless to a fucking vegetable or fruit, and you're like, that's the best part.
And man, her mom got me hooked. Like I used to go to the Arabic store with her mom, and they'd just have like fucking barrels of different type of seeds.
That's
And
crazy.
it's these seeds they used to import from Jordan, bro. Them bitches be slapping. And they got like this. They put some type of. It's like it almost tastes like a vinegar or something on it, bro. They douse that shit in there. It'd be like glazed, man. That shit be slapping, bro. I'm like, y'all gonna make me fat as hell.
Is it like balsamic, like a kind of like a?
It was like a
dressing.
Yeah,
You make
like
me
a
hungry. I ain't gonna lie, that shit made me hungry, bro. Yo, let me tell you something, right? People be like, you crazy, right? When you gotta have like almonds, right? Let's just say almonds or cashews. Let me tell you something, yo. And you could be relaxing, and you be like, damn, I want to eat this plate of rice or food, and you might bust that bag of pistachios. And that should be like steak and potatoes, my man. Like you feel like, hey, yo, them pistachios, yo. You know when you buy them in the supermarket, the big thing, the jug, the little like it's like a little Chinese food plastic joint. Shit come for like $5.99. Yo, bro, it's just nigga be hot. Yo, my fiber count be great. Nigga. I be eating like half of the joint in one day, bro. Like, that's one thing I could eat is a lot of like pause. I don't even want to say the word, but a lot of you know what I mean? Almonds and pistachios and peanuts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? All different ones.
We used to drive down to New Orleans, bro. And one trip, my wife, she got like a pound of those seeds I was telling you about.
What's the name, bro?
Squash seeds. I'm gonna ask her when she wake up.
I need to know the
and
name.
And a pound of pumpkin seed. Bro, we didn't even stop to eat. We was just snacking on them bitches 14 hours, bro.
That's good.
We got there, we weren't even hungry. I'm like, let's get something to eat. And we sat down at the restaurant like, fuck that, bro. We was full. We ate like 2 pounds of seeds on the way down there.
The one I like, the one, man, 2 pounds of seeds is crazy, right? As I said, you could call me pigeon. I'm out here pecking shit, you heard? You get pulled over, police gonna see you just holding a whole handful of seeds, like you like, what's this nigga doing? Like an ostrich in the back seat. But you know what's my favorite joint, and it's low key, right? Because the people a lot of people don't know because it's a lot of work to get it. It's the walnut.
Walnut. Yeah, my auntie be sending me like, bro,
hey, bro, you sit there at the Nutcracker and watch. You know what I mean? Watch, forget it, man. Or even with a beer, I heard it's awesome with a beer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my auntie
can't really drink. I don't drink. Georgia. Yeah, 755. I seen your garden too, man. I seen the shirt. I think you had the shirt that said "God is good." I like that. I don't know if that's your brand or not. That was fire though. I thought I saw it somewhere else, but I don't know if that's yours or not. It says God is good, and the way you put it together is very creative. It's like low key. And I did see a garden. Fire. Smart, man. My family over here got a garden. They got their own plants going on, everything. They got Cambodian fruit and vegetables going on here, nigga. Shit, you ain't. I seen a shit. I don't know if it was a zucchini squash mutated with a fucking. This shit was probably like 3 feet long, bro. And it was, whatever it is, I'm saying you could feed the whole family, my nigga. Like it's crazy. And them shits grow. I don't know. You know, let me tell you something about Asian, Cambodian men, right? Them guys, they're the best gardeners in the world, yo. I promise you that shit. And I live around, like they're all in my neighborhood. I live in almost, second biggest population in Cambodia is next to Long Beach, California. So a lot of them all come out at the same time. They're wired like that. You hear me? They're wired. They come out like right before the sun comes out. They talk to the plants. They go. They do their little thing. They water them. They sit next to them. Whatever they doing, they talking about the plan. They huddle up. They go back. They come right back in the afternoon again, faithfully, yo. And that is that's the hardest part. Like even trying to grow bud, you have to baby that shit. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You have to literally take care of it like a baby the whole time it's there with you. To raise a plant, yo, let me tell you something. He be having monsters. So, whatever he's feeding it, he knows all about compost. He's real good with all that shit, man. Green thumb. He's like a non-certified green thumb. You probably can make a nigga who works with green thumb look stupid,
Mm-hmm.
but they're real good with the spices too, bro. Let me tell you something. This nigga be growing peppers, right? I was never a spicy food dude, yo. And my wife, their family love, yo, they eat spice to where you don't even taste the food. I didn't understand this shit. Like, what's the purpose of this shit? I don't even taste chicken no more. What the you know what I mean? What's going on? My shit just tastes like flame right now. What is it? I'm sitting there drinking 2 cups of milk to eat the fucking shrimps. That's crazy. I ain't never, but I got used to it. I tell you that shit. And now, oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know what they mean by, and this is just me. I didn't understand like when they say white people food, and then our food. Like I didn't know like the whole difference between the spice game, yo. Some people just go. Some people are really good. Like they'll put some cilantro and like culandro, and these niggas is mixing cumin, and they'll make this shit taste like nutmeg chicken. You be like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm talking about. My wife puts a little bit of sugar in the chicken sometimes, bro. You know how addicted that shit becomes, bro. Low key. Oh, and Asians do a lot of that. They do the little MSG and all that. But not us. But that's how they cook the Chinese food out here. Everywhere, I would think.
Yeah, my wife out cold. She's bro. They
season game. Where's she from? She's from the Middle East. Oh, they season game is through the roof. Yeah, they got different types. I got shit I never heard of. I can't even pronounce this shit, yo. That shit got like 4 X's, 2 E's, and a G in it, nigga. I don't even know how to say that shit. That shit got like a little dragon on it. Hey, Ryder, you there? Ryder smoking. Let me find out. Right, you wrapped up in your my blanket. Let me find out you got a my pillow on my blanket. You just under this snuggled up.
I wrapped up in celebrity gossip listening to y'all.
My fault, man. I know if y'all about to get off your work. You about to get off too. Let me know, man. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, I was listening to y'all. Y'all in here, y'all was cooking, stir frying it up.
Yeah, I was telling them. Let me tell you something, right? I went to my fault. I'm talking too much too, but I went to a fish. It's like a Cambodian fish market kind of thing, right? They have a little rush, I don't know how to say it. It's like a supermarket basically, but this is a whole different ball game, bro. Like these dudes. So first of all, right, when they have like cookouts and stuff, they do this thing. It's like the duck is still in the egg. The embryo of the duck is still in the egg, and they boil it. Yeah. And they eat it like that. And you slip me one of those, I think you slip me a Mickey. I'm gonna fuck you up like you gave me a Mickey. Like you put a roofie in my drink, because I couldn't take that shit. I didn't understand why they were doing that. That was different to me, man. Hey, salute to SLTD. SLTD say, hey, what's up, man, crew? Thanks, whoever gifted me membership. What's up? Salute, brother. Yeah, but the Asians, they're like, yeah, somebody gave you a shout out. Said thank you for the somebody's gifting my membership. I think it was you anyway. You said thank you.
Oh, LD. That was
yeah. LD, there you go. My fault.
Hey, what up, LD? Appreciate you, bro.
But yeah, they eat frog legs. What's the crazy shit? You ever ate what's that shit called? What the fuck, like? It was
Didn't I tell you? Call me a rabbit.
Nah, I ate frog legs and shit.
My name is Thumper.
Yeah. I remember I ate frog legs. I was mad as hell when they told me it was chicken. I ate that shit. I was mad.
That shit is, I can't eat venison and shit like that though. Like that's the weirdest shit to me. If you eating a deer, I'll be mad at you. Like nigga, I'd rather do.
You ever had shark?
Yeah, I had that. I had shark. I did. Yeah, shark. It's salty as shit. It's very salty. Yeah, well, I ate Asian. Yo, let me tell you something. I told you. Did I tell you about that thing, fermented fish that my mother-in-law used one time? It's bro. They use some shit, but that shit will hide anything, bro. I'm telling you, you probably could eat a zombie fart in a bowl of cereal. You wouldn't even know. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Fly Swatter said octopus. I don't know why, yo. I'm not an ass nigga, but I kind of love that shit. I kind of feel like I could eat it raw, no homo. Like for time, like I could eat this shit, but I know it's not good for you. I don't. But I love seafood, man. Octopus, calamari, clams, scallops.
I can't eat no iodine.
You can't eat none of that shit. You don't know what you mean. You don't eat lobster.
I could up until I was 16, and I had an anaphylactic reaction.
Jesus
so
Christ.
I never tried it again.
Some people take lobster as like the fucking, like that's the top of the food, like that's the highest thing on the menu, and then some people see it as that's the roaches of the ocean. I can eat gator. I'll eat a gator shish kebab in a heartbeat, nigga. No boy, that meat look good. That meat look good. You know what I watched? Them Gator Boys.
Yeah.
Ah, nigga, I thought you turned into a robot on me. I said, no, R2D2. He said, I've been eating. Oh, she's 755 minutes. Said, I've been eating rabbit, squid, alligator. That's about all that sounds good. I'll fuck a squid up in a heartbeat. Alligator shish kebabs, no problem. I ain't never had rabbit, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to see it because I might feel bad for them shits because they like innocent, but I'll fuck a rabbit up, I think, because I heard the meat is good. Pause. How about snake? Would y'all eat snake? Like barbecue snake?
I ate snake. I ate rattlesnake.
I think I'll eat snake too. I'm not gonna lie to you. As long as I don't got no, because there's one thing about like even having fresh fish from the lake, I can't eat it if I could taste the sediment, like the if I could taste the fresh water, I can't eat it. I need it. Got to be salt water. You feel me? Or you got to have some real good fucking seasoning to make that shit not taste like carp. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't really eat. Only fish I eat now is salmon. I don't really eat fish.
Salmon, yeah, but salmon
They
is
gotta be
tricky,
fresh
man.
caught.
Salmon in America is tricky, bro. Who that?
It gotta be. Oh shit! I got the place. We get it fresh. I go to. We got a Eastern Market. Oh shit! 755. No, I get my shit straight from Eastern Market. So I fucking.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Right up. Go answer the door.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Mic check. Mic check. Yes. But yeah, yeah, we talk about food. Y'all talking about motherfucking hungry before you go to sleep. I'm sure.
Man, he started with we're talking about them pumpkin season. Niggas start looking around for trail mix.
Well, we start shit. Hey, 755. You better talk about fish bones. Got out motherfucking fish bones. Get all that other shit, bro.
Yo, you ever had fish head soup?
Mm-mm.
That shit is so good, bro.
I ain't nothing with eyes in it, bro. I'm good.
How about peanut porridge? Have you ever had peanut porridge? It's Jamaican. Have you ever had that? Yo, bro, that shit is probably the most healthiest thing you probably could have, bro. No bullshit. I can't
That
eat
shit
all them funny fishes though. Like I could eat, like even tilapia is suspect. You know what I mean? That shit don't be having no
It ain't
flavor.
even a real fish, bro.
That ain't. It's farm raised.
Bro, where do you catch tilapia at?
I don't even know. I just know niggas be sacrificing. That's that sacrifice fish.
Man, no, I ain't eating that shit, bro.
Nah,
Well,
I
remember
need
when we was younger,
yeah, I need
my mama cooked that shit. Like,
I need striper, pollock, you know what I mean? Give me some fucking I eat bacalao, you know what I mean? Some codfish, but red snapper.
Yeah, I can eat some. I eat some snapper now.
I know you fuck some snapper.
I eat that. It'll be salmon, snapper, and swordfish.
Ah man, that shit got my stomach growling.
Swordfish, man, that swordfish, man. Stop talking about food, Frank.
Oh, that's what it was. You said shark. I was gonna say I ate catfish. I don't even know if that's supposed to be. If you could say, I ate catfish is crazy, nigga. The niggas probably noodle that shit. You know how they be noodling? I don't know, but I ate a couple I had like a couple bags from down south of catfish. I didn't know. Yo, let me tell you something. I went down south. Probably the most realest food I've ate in my life. I had breakfast right off the farm, bro. That shit was crazy, man. Like the eggs is fresh, the bacon, the milk, the orange juice, like whatever it was just all. I never could imagine that. You know what I mean? It was never processed or anything. Yeah. Huh?
Let me tell you this, bro. I had some family down in Florida. Went to visit them. I was like 15, 16. Man, my cousin woke me up like, come on, we about to go catch dinner. I'm like, what? Man, we went down there getting them damn cat food, bro, catching them bitches with our hand.
That's crazy.
Them bitches bite, bro. That shit hurt. They
be bleeding.
Like, bro, y'all crazy.
You bleed.
Like, I'm done.
Bro, them shits be as long as your arm, bro. Them shits be as long as your arm, bro. That's crazy. That's a lot of fish, though. I mean, let me tell you something. That shit saved, man. That shit's probably the reason why we was able to stay alive so long. Them big ass.
Go down to the mud holes and shit.
Did you ever see word real quick? Not to change. Did you ever see that fishing show and they got that fish? It's like an aguilar or something. It's like the shield. It got like a plate. It's like a metal plate. It's like a gator fish. Did you ever see that shit?
Yeah, like a gator. Yeah.
That is crazy, my nigga. That should be like 600 pounds. Like 8 feet long, and that shit got a crocodile skin all over it.
I seen that shit on River Monsters the first time.
Yeah, that guy was fighting that shit. So that's where I saw that.
Shout out Louisiana, they be eating muskrat and shit. Like,
I can't do roadkill, man. I can't. That's why I hate venison. That's why I can't fuck with venison, my nigga, because it just reminds me of roadkill, respectfully. And the dude who made it for me for the first time, he made that shit. I could see the tattoo on it still. That shit had like fucking mustard.
If it ain't killed right, it ain't gonna taste right.
Oh man, I think it was tainted. I think it was tainted. The meat, it was tainted.
Yeah, if that shit ain't killed right, it ain't gonna taste right.
People don't know, and they selling you that shit. You know, that's a lot of the meat we
I don't
probably
even go
buying.
hunting no more. When I used to go hunting, bro, I don't even hunt no more. Shit, I can't.
You heard of meat glue?
Yeah.
You heard of meat glue, right?
Meat glue, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit going on right now with that. The tainted meat.
That's why I be fucking with the bro. That's why you got to go down to I got to go to the meat places, bro. I can't.
Yeah, the
get
butcher.
no
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, man. See, that's another thing, right? Like, it makes me feel like, see, I know better and I don't do it sometimes. So like, does that make me wrong when I, you know what I mean? Like,
Bro,
it's the best.
you chop a half a cow, bro.
I know.
We used to go like it'd be like three of us from the hospital. We'd go get a whole fucking cow, bro, and split that shit up.
That's smart.
That's how we.
Bro, you know how much meat? You know how much meat a whole cow is right now, bro? Though my man had a cooler, a separate cooler of everything, like Angus, man, different pieces of cow,
bro,
ground beef. Bro,
I got
that
deep
shit
freezer down there, bro.
Yeah, he had 2 deep freezers, I swear. And this shit was stacked. They wrapped it up, packed it up nice, so neat.
Yeah,
I was amazed, bro. It looked clean. It don't even look like what you buying, bro. For real. That's why I was gonna say about salmon. Bro. The salmon you buy in the supermarket it's not right, bro.
That should be
supposed
God,
to be that.
you can look at that shit like that shit ain't no, like when you get fresh salmon, then you look at the other shit. I remember my wife, she brought some shit home one day. I'm like, where the fuck you get this from? Shit like this salmon. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. That shit. And then I went to like 2 days later.
Did you eat it? Did you
down
eat it
to the meat market? Hell no. Nah.
Oh, I ate it. I ain't gonna lie. I ate that shit. I ate that shit. I thought, man, shit like this shit fake as a motherfucker. It tastes good with some potatoes.
Man, we switching the subject. Fuck that, man. I'm looking in the deep freezer, like, man, I'm about to thaw some shit out.
Nah, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm hungry, bro. But yeah, man, I just top it up. Like I said, you know, salute, man. Ryder, salute. I'm gonna drop down and go look for some. I might make me a bowl of Lucky Ramen noodles, you heard, with milk with some sugar.
Milk and sugar, I had to try that.
With some ramen noodles.
Hey, bro, I had some fried ramen the other day. That shit was slapping.
No, that's called that's fire, nigga. We make dry.
That shit was slapping.
My wife makes that shit. Puts a little bit of soy sauce and dragonfly soy sauce. Let me tell you something.
My neighbor, bro.
Some French onion crumbs. That shit is busting, nigga. Like that shit is something you get fat off of. You gotta be careful with those little noodles like that.
Man, you get
dangerous.
Man, my neighbor brought me a thing. I'm like, what's this? She was like, fried ramen. Man, I tore that shit up. Like, can I get some more? Like, can I get the recipe? Shit.
There's only one thing before I leave. I don't know. They be buying these things out of the Asian. It's like beef, right? But when you open it, it's like a rope. That shit look crazy, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like beef, but it's like a rope. It's stringy brown. Yo, I don't know if it's like beef jerky. It look like a fucking bullhog, like a warthog's tail or some shit. Like, I'm like, yo, niggas that eat that shit like it's chewing tobacco.
Hey, bro, post that shit one day so I can see what you're talking about.
Bro, I gotta show you. I swear, my kids, you know, like pork, and it looks like fucking. It's like a piece of carpet. It's the weirdest thing in the world, son. It's crazy. I didn't understand that shit. I don't know if that's natural or and they say that's the way, you know. I guess you know when you overseas, they when you know how
it's the way they prep. The way they prep.
Bro, I'm gonna show you this shit. I'm gonna show you this shit now. Fuck, you ain't gonna say because they sell in the stores. They sell that shit. I'm like, what are you doing? That shit like you ate a caterpillar. Nigga ate a brown caterpillar. What the fuck? But yo, salute, my brother. You ain't know. Ryder, salute. Everyone chat, salute.
That. Well, I say we tried. We ain't call him up, but Gary ain't come up. So
that's my guy, man. Gary,
he ain't gonna come up for like another week.
Gary said,
I ain't fucking with y'all.
Hey, real quick, when Gary said, I'm not coming back up here, right? I said, hold on, I'm about to cry. Like, just change the whole energy around, right? Like, no, wait, we're going too serious with this shit. Stop now. That was fire. But yo, peace.
Gary ain't take nothing to heart.
Nah, he good. Me and him we working on the next move. We might do the DT. We might be working on the next finishing move. You know what I mean?
Man,
Man, Gary over there looking at that
on the
Kendra G
phone.
show, trying to
Me-
find a girlfriend.
Me and Gary consider us the Dudley brothers.
They gonna try to 3D me through a table.
Right, we're the Dudley brothers. Consider us Dudley brothers. You know? If not, it's Ted DiBiase and Virgil. You know what I mean?
What the hell?
Shout out Gary. Shout out, man. Good night.
Gary at Kendra
Have a
G's
good
right
one,
now.
brother. Appreciate you.
Gary, come back to us. Stop searching for love at first sight. We love you.
Gary, like, I ain't fucking with y'all.
Man, watch when word turns into mega mind.
No, that's my guy, man. No, we just be talking shit, man.
Yeah.
Gary, he getting ready for Raw tomorrow. He getting ready for the ain't the holiday tomorrow?
Yeah, Memorial Day. Yeah, that's why everybody was partying tonight. They're gonna party again tomorrow. Boy, my dog almost had a heart attack. Every firecracker that went off, he went off. I'm sitting here, dude, nobody's trying to break in. I hate holidays. I understand how bad.
I don't celebrate holidays no more. Like, you know, the family get together and we kick it, but we don't do all that celebration shit no more. I'm good.
They don't
We
even
just
know what they
party. We going to the beach Saturday. We're gonna have a cookout at the beach Saturday. My sister's coming up here, so we go chill at the beach. Going to Stony Creek 755. We'll go chill at Stony Creek.
Oh man, that shit is crazy. So whatever is covered is covered. I told everybody, man. They warned us back then. You know what I think is crazy? How people still put two and two together. Like, I don't know if you like. I keep saying it. That news report in 2022, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, or 2023 when they came out on the news talking about how they was gonna start doing like a purge type project shit, and they was gonna start releasing inmates and stuff like that, right? And they was gonna make it look like that they were escaping from prison and stuff, right? And it's gonna I don't know, they was trying to test some shit out. And people, I don't know, I guess they forgot about that. And I'm sitting here, I was like, yo, when 2024 came and 2025 came, well, exactly on January 1st, 2024, exactly like they said, the first prison escapee escaped from jail. And I'm saying, y'all still not seeing that we're part of a freaking experiment yet? I'm sorry. Like, all they said, like, come on, man, they doing it in the same tiers they said they were going to do it. From the lowest, right, to the highest tier of prisoners, which means they're going to start off with the petty little prisoners and stuff like that, robberies, drug sales and stuff like that. Then they was going to let, I guess, escape the ones that were, rapists and murderers and serial killers and shit like that. I'm saying, I was like, is y'all tripping? And look what's happening now. What just happened in where was that, in New Orleans? No, was it New Orleans?
Yeah,
I think it is New Orleans, where all them prisoners just escaped, and it ended up being an inside job. Like, come on, you don't think they paid them COs to let them prisoners escape? It's a lot that's coming true. Like, people, they told us everything they was going to do, from the chips to the vaccines to all this is happening, and I guess a lot of people don't want to pay attention.
I mean, shit. I just look at it like, what you gonna do about it?
Mm-hmm.
That shit only scary if you ain't prepared. Like, shit, I've been prepared since. I ain't worried about none of that shit. You come my way, you better be ready. That's just how I feel. Training my wife. Shit, she know how to fight with a knife. I'm teaching her sword, how to work the katana.
Oh,
Shoot,
shit.
where to go. Like, shit, my people ready, bro.
You heard what happened to your girl?
Huh?
I said, did you hear what just happened to you? I just brought her up, and I just get a video on Kendra G. Kendra G looks goofy for crashing out on Clarissa Shields. Ain't that what the hell's going on?
Right. Everybody, but see, that's what I'm saying. People be having their opinion about some shit they don't really know about. Like, she ain't. Why you got an opinion about that woman with a man and your ass single? Like, shut up.
I can't. I'm done.
You ain't even qualified to talk about Clarissa. But I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm biased as hell. I don't know Clarissa, but I just been around her people. I ain't never heard nothing shady. She look out for the city of Flint. She show love to the city of Detroit. Clarissa do some real shit and for people, and she literally made herself with fighting, shit. So you can't say nothing bad about that woman. She ain't doing nothing. That girl living her life, doing her thing, and there's people who trying to get on these trains and shit. Be coming out here saying some crazy shit like you ain't even qualified to talk about Clarissa. Fuck you doing with your life? You on here trying to hook people up and your ass single. Go sit down somewhere, man.
But my thing is, I don't know why people get taking this as far. Like the chick didn't even say nothing bad about me.
Yeah, motherfucking business. That's what they need to do is mind their motherfucking business. They trying to get popping off saying some shit and then that shit go backfire, bro. Now you looking silly and crazy. Like I listened to her at first. I be trying to support people or whatever, but then it's like once you see like people present themselves one way, but they another way, I be like, man, look, you don't got to be coming on here telling all your business. Just be real, man. And that shit fake as hell. Like you talking down on people and. Your ex-boyfriend, because at first, remember, Kendra had a boyfriend. What happened to your boyfriend? Oh, he was scamming your ass. Like, man, go sit your ass down. You ain't qualified to talk shit about nobody. When your shit fucked up.
He really bought the boyfriend.
Go sit your ass, and then you gonna talk about other people and what they need. You don't even know. You ain't doing it. So how the fuck you gonna tell somebody else what they need to do?
Do you think that because she's supposed to be a relationship coach, she thinks that gives her the authority to? But she's bad. She's single advice,
bro. She 40 plus years old with no kids and single than a motherfucker. Why the fuck y'all taking relationship information from her? She's not fucking qualified. Not in your own life, you can't produce no fucking results. So what? Why I even care what you say? Like y'all gotta stop listening to all these random ass people, and they just be trying. And then they try to prop themselves up like they better than you, and they just as worse as any of these other motherfuckers. You regular ass motherfucker. That's all you is. They just put on shows and shit. No, man. Like if I talk about relationships, I don't be telling people what to do. I find out who the people is. Like what I can't tell you what works for my relationship. I'm not gonna tell what worked for me ain't gonna work for you. 9 times out of 10. Me and my wife built a certain way. And we complement one another very fucking well. So I can talk about our relationship, but I'm not gonna tell you this is what you need to do. I need to figure out what's good for you and try to help you identify what you need to do. That's how you fucking coach. These people ain't no fucking certified, qualified coaches, and if they are, they ain't following by the rules. I be listening to these people like, man, that's why, man, look, y'all keep listening to that bullshit if you want to. That's why these motherfuckers single and people taking their advice, they gonna be single. Life ain't black and white, man. This shit got all different types of colors in it, right? So I can't tell you if I'm on the red vibe and you on the green vibe, I can't tell you to do what works on this red vibe. I got to figure out what the green vibe is to help you out. It ain't about me when it comes to coaching. It's about the people.
Facts.
People be wanting that. But see, that's what I'm saying. Most people are sheeps. They want to be told what to do. They don't want to figure out. We all different, man. So what works for me ain't going to work for you. But I can help you if I understand you, and I can help you understand you. It ain't about what I do. It's about what you do and what you comfortable with and what you can tolerate. because our tolerant levels gonna be different. It's some shit I don't tolerate. I have zero toleration for certain things. So just because that worked for me don't mean that's gonna work for you. That's just how I'm built. You know, I can't I can't be with no female in no relationship who want to challenge me. You know, you want to challenge me? I'm not the one you need to be with. You need to be with somebody you can challenge. I'm not that person. So I don't get challenged in my relationship. And when I say challenge, I'm not talking about like my wife can, if she don't agree with shit, she can express herself. She can tell me how she feel. You know, I don't try to control my wife at all. I don't try to control shit she do. She know what she need to do. She grown as hell. I don't need to be sitting over there micromanaging my wife. If I got to do that, guess what? I don't need to be with you. That's just how I am. I ain't trying to micromanage nobody but my kids. So if they come to when I get a woman, I need a woman. I don't need a girl. I ain't got time to raise nobody.
Oh, man. That's a real shit though. I'm about to get my ass to bed though, cause I've been a little booty on YouTube lately. I've been a little, I don't know how can I say, a little panel thought this whole weekend. I've been doing panels and my own panels. Shit.
I know, man. I tried to. I seen you on Mouthpiece panel the other day. I was trying to go over there and shit, and then I seen it was another panel I seen you on. But shit, I couldn't get the kids to sleep. I couldn't get them to sleep quick enough.
I was on Selena's earlier for a little bit.
I didn't even catch her. I seen she was going live, and I think that's when I took my kids out. And then my wife, me and the kids was walking around. We walked like 2 miles, and I was on the phone with my wife the whole time.
That's good. I used to be able to
be having them walking. They be
not no more.
We be out. Since
they discover they can get rides and stuff, they be like, you ain't making me walk. I'm calling somebody. I'm like, go ahead, shit. I ain't getting in the car with you.
Well, yeah, that's part of our workout. We'll go work out. I mean, we'll go walk, and then we'll go in the backyard, and we'll go grounding, and then we'll do some push-ups and some sit-ups. I gotta keep my babies active.
Guys, yeah, want to be out there. When I move probably out this neighborhood, when I finish dealing with this house right here, listen, it'll be a different story. It's just they don't like being out here. And I don't blame them. It's like every 5 minutes is a shooting. There's always somebody arguing. I'm like, this neighborhood is completely different. It's becoming very ratchet, and it was never ratchet.
Man, I remember watching literally like I was on the east side of Detroit. First I was off 7 Mile. I was in the hood, and then we moved to this area called East English Village. It was a nice upscale middle class neighborhood. We had nurses, firefighters, cops. Shit, a judge lived down the street from me. I mean, it was like. And then I watched that shit go down to hell, bro. That shit look crazy as hell now. We rode down there a couple months ago, and I'm looking like, man, this don't even look like where I grew up at. Like, it used to be like manicured lawns and shit. Trees was trimmed. That shit looked like a jungle. Trees all leaning over and shit. Like, god damn, what the fuck happened over here? Shit like it's about to turn to a forest. House is gone. My house gone. The house I grew up in, that bitch gone. They stripped that bitch though. As soon as we moved out, took all the copper wiring out of it. They took the fucking rails off the porch. I'm like, damn, y'all motherfuckers crazy. Fuck y'all steal the rails off the porch. Like y'all scrapping everything, bro. I was gonna buy the house back. Mom sold that bitch to the bank.
People don't get it. Yo, I left you that video. I'm gonna send it on the DMs to Instagram. You know your girl Clarissa Shields was on Pop the Balloon. Clarissa Shields popped up on Pop the Balloon. I sent you a short. It's on the back chat. I'm about to send it to your Instagram. You might be able to see it better. I was cracking. I was like, get out of here. Yo, what's up? All this shit is surfacing from this chick.
When was she on Pop the Balloon? I thought that show was newer.
Oh, Clarissa Shields. I'm gonna send you the John. Oh, Coach D, I found you. There we go. Paste.
Damn, that is her.
That shit was funny. I was like, wait a minute, she's on Pop the Balloon. I was like, hey, look at that Commander and Rush show. I think the only places I've seen that has been on like a few YouTube channels, yours, Selena's, and I forgot who else showed that Pop the Balloon. I think Mob Cut. Mob Cut is the one that does a lot of Pop the Balloon reactions.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't like playing other people's videos, bro. I don't mind doing reactions. It's just I don't like talking about other people. I don't know why, bro. It's like I tried and then I just don't feel right about it. Appreciate you, 755. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm about to take my ass to sleep. I gotta cut some trees down. Well, it ain't. I gotta cut some spruces down tomorrow. My wife like, oh, I got something for you to do. I'm like, what? That's okay. I get to play with the chainsaw, so I'm always down to play with the chainsaw.
Yo, you see, you got some content right there. That's where you need to pull your cell phone out and record your ass cutting that tree with a little
Hell no. That'll be the day I cut my damn finger off. I'm straight.
Damn, he ain't cutting no trees, y'all. See?
Shit, I'm gonna cut that bitch down. I'm just not gonna put that shit on.
He's like,
that ain't my. I'm not my lifestyle. Ain't even my content. My wife said that. She was like, "Why don't like when we be going places? Why don't you just record?" I'm like, "I don't be wanting motherfuckers to know what I'm." Look, I sit here to talk to y'all about life. I ain't trying to let people in my life like that. I don't want people to know what I be doing. Ain't nothing business,
right? That'll be some good content though. Like if you go somewhere, you don't go live. You just like record. Like if you go to the beach or something, record a little part of the beach. Upload that, y'all. You don't gotta record y'all.
When I went camping, I go live when I go camping and shit.
Listen, that type of videos bring views, believe it or not. Like you going to going like when you go like little vacations and stuff like that. I'm not saying record you, but I've seen a lot of channels where they just upload videos like that. Like some of them edit it, how can I say finesse it, make it look better. But others just upload straight up content, like wherever they've been at the beach, the zoo, or certain places like that. They don't record themselves, and they get mad views like that. I don't know why people like watching like the ASMR. I'm saying that wrong. SMRs. I don't know how to say that shit.
I don't know. I just don't. Mm-mm. I'm not. I don't know. I'm really a private ass person. Like I said,
you don't put you in the video. You don't put your family in it.
Even that, bro. I don't even want people. I'm kind of like I still got that hood mentality, man. I don't even like people knowing where I be at, bro. Like don't pop up on me. Like
you don't do it live, where you record.
Even now, because a lot of the places like these are like things that are frequent, like different parks we go to. I'm not.
I see what you're saying.
Like even when we go to the beach, man. I get like when we go to the beach, we go probably like 7-8 times a year, like to the beach while it's hot and shit. And it's like 2 or 3 beaches we go to. Like I tell 755 because she know what I'm talking about, but I don't be wanting people to know like where I be at and shit. And then that's just the way I think. That's a lot of that is from when I grew up in the hood. It's like I don't even when we used to go on vacation down in New Orleans. I remember I was down there chilling one day and my cousin called me, was like, "Oh, you at the Grand Sinestra?" I'm like, "How you know where I'm at?" She was like, "Oh, your wife posted." I'm like, "Man, take that shit off. Don't post none of this shit till we leave." like, nah, man.
What
No,
happened?
nobody. All our vacation pictures, all that shit get posted after we get home. Like when we home, you post that shit. Like hell no, I don't want nobody knowing where I'm at. That's just my mentality, man. That's how I protect my family. Man. It's just one way to
Commander,
protect my family.
how you, Commander, you on time out? How you gonna pop up all the way at the end of the live when we ending the live?
Cause she said at the beginning, she said she was gonna be in the bushes listening.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even peep that. See, I missed the beginning of the live, so all I did was share. Everybody came live at once, so I shared everybody. Then I came back to you. Like all of y'all came on. I was like, y'all really gonna do this to me on a Sunday night? Okay, I got y'all. All of y'all. I was like, I'm gonna have to come back because where they take off today? He's starting to just do the pop up thing. I've been listening to whole
Hold on. Straight Godzilla. You know Straight Godzilla.
Oh, that's 22 Ronin.
Oh, that's 22.
Yeah, he's like, you know.
Man, you over there playing with monkeys and shit. You over there playing with monkeys and shit, bro.
He's still loading. That's 22.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, yeah, man. I play with monkeys. I'm just so jealous, bro. I'm jealous.
You got somebody on panel? They loading.
Bro, look, I ain't gonna say I'm jealous, right? Because I don't like that word. But on my bucket list, I got, having a monkey play in my head, bro. That shit look relaxed.
Wait, who you talking to?
Yeah. 22. Man, he be over in the Philippines chilling, bro. He be chilling in the Philippines, bro.
I don't see him in the chat. Wait,
No,
what?
he on the panel.
Oh, okay. He's that loading circle I keep seeing.
Yeah, he on the panel. It's dark.
On my side, he's loading.
Chilling, brother. Chilling, man.
Oh,
I appreciate you, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I missed the shit out of you, bro.
I don't hear him.
Bro, whatever happened, that shit happened. That shit done and over with, bro. We both take accountability. I was tripping too, bro. I tripped too. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. I ain't gonna say all that. I ain't gonna take it that far, bro. I be fucking up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I appreciate that, bro.
No, we're not talking to him. So he hears Ronin, but we don't.
Y'all don't hear him?
Not at all. That's why we're here. We like, why are you talking to yourself?
Oh, y'all, why? How y'all don't hear him?
No, we don't hear him. I don't even hear him.
This is a private conversation. Y'all don't need to hear it then.
That shit was crazy.
I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud.
You thought I was tripping when I was saying, like, wait, who you talking to?
No, I hear him loud and clear.
He's like over here on my side, he look like he's loading. Then it seems like on their side, it seems like he's loading too. But Word heard him. He's actually on panel.
Hey, you talking right now? My bad, I couldn't hear you. I was talking at the same time.
He ain't loading no more. OG.
What up?
Oh, see, there you go. OG, and see, there we go. Now we hear him.
Nah, man, me and the Word is, many forces don't want us to talk.
Yeah, man, 22 always had great conversations, man. Always great philosophical conversation, real motherfucking conversation. That's what
but look, who fucked it up? I did. I did. I fucked it up.
But you want to hear something crazy? You know that person don't even come over here no more.
I don't want to get into that. I don't want to. I don't want to get into that because you see, what happened was someone, I don't know where it came from.
I just felt like you was having a bad day, bro. You know, we all have our days, man.
Man, I was drunken. I was a drunken fool.
You just had a bad day, bro. That's all.
I had a bad day. It was, but it was also it was part of intuition. But at that time, I could control what was going on.
Yeah,
but at that time, I cannot control what was going on.
Yeah.
I'm in a better spot now. I don't rode the water buffalo.
You were safe when you were over in the Philippines.
I was over. A month ago, I was on the water buffalo. I come over here, they want goddamn $25 for some goddamn eggs. I'm fucked up. I'm the fucked up motherfucker.
$25? Damn.
Straight ass, dead ass for some eggs. $25 for a carton. I went to the motherfuckers like, God damn! I'm that nigga in the store. Goddamn right. I said, God damn! That niggas want $25 for some motherfucking eggs. And then, you know, it was a video on me, but you know what I'm saying? That don't change the price. $10 for a carton of eggs. $25 for 2.
That shit crazy.
Well, you all gonna pay it. I'm gonna just look at you.
The lady who I helped her buy the house.
I'm gonna just look at you. When you pay that shit, I'm gonna look at you.
Every month she would bring me like 20, anywhere from like 20 to 32 duck eggs.
If I do get an egg, I'm gonna act lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm act lucky. Like I just met you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Because as soon as Trump burp, I'm gonna goddamn bounce.
You going back?
I'm gonna bounce.
You know.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna bounce. Planning shit before them, son. Son, I planned this before them.
You gotta be prepared.
Yeah, man. Some of the family don't understand, but I'm like, man, look, I'm planning shit way before you niggas. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm glad you understand me, man. It's not my fault, man. It was a delirium. I had a alcoholic delirium.
But look, man, you've been there with me since day one, and you know it's times in life. Like I got love for you, so it's gonna be times in life. You know, it's like family, bro.
Hey,
1 minute you get over it, the next minute.
Yeah, but the ends are justify the means. While you know what I'm saying, we should start chopping it up right now. We should start chopping it up right now. Times going on with what you know and what I know, man. Come on, man.
Right. Hey, we need to get back in some of them deep conversations, bro. I mean, it was times when we was talking. I bet you that shit was going over everybody's head, bro. Those are conversations I like.
That's funny.
Conversations I like.
Man, well, okay, I figure everybody in the chat know what we know. You know, Ryder do.
I'll tell you like this, man. 22. Yeah, he might come on here and goof off, but this is a deep ass brother. And when you talk about philosophy, oh, he knows shit, bro.
Yeah, but I like fucking with you. You fuck with me.
You talking about even ancient knowledge, man. 22 knows shit. Y'all like people like y'all.
No, I don't know shit. I don't know nothing. I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
Stop playing. Hey, the wise man know how to play the fool. but the fool can't play the wise man. That's how it be, bro.
A fool can't play the wise man.
If your content draws my attention, you're definitely not stupid.
Damn, people are stupid bastard. Yeah, dumb I can get.
Man, 22 done said a couple things. I'm like, I gotta go do some damn research now. Like, hold on, bro. It ain't a lot of people who do that.
Never. Never.
A lot of people.
I ain't never ran. I ain't never ran to dictionary. That's bullshit.
Man, you ran me to, bro. Yeah, nah, you had me.
I ain't never ran to dictionary. Never. I ain't never ran to dictionary.
Hey, you know, Pops died, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Papa Will.
Rest in peace. Yeah, I know. That was about a couple months ago because that was right before I left. So it was like October last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Something
it was
like that.
December. Yeah, day after Christmas.
Oh, December. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was in. I left in the Philippines in May. I just got back in May, but I left in November. But when I left, I thought he already passed. So rest in peace, Papa Will. A real one who give a fuck less.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going down no time soon, but if I go, me with Papa Will. Rest in peace, man. That's my nigga.
Yeah, Papa Will, man.
And Papa Will had a lot of game. Papa had a lot of game, but people didn't want to listen.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to find, some OGs that's willing to talk, man. That's what I need. I like hearing wisdom, bro. I love hearing
I don't know. I don't know if I'm qualified because of the shit I'm just now learning is just like, damn.
Man, you got experience, bro. When you tell stories, bro, you got experience, man.
You do too. You do too.
I need to be around that though, bro. I need to be around that. Better you.
Man, I'm trying to get away from it. I'm the stories I have is just enough for me to escape.
OG, your story's deep as shit. You be having people zoned into the TV. Yo, the other day somebody asked me, how in the world did he convince you to say that you like, yo, I really like his content. Why is that so hard to believe?
I fuck with you, writer. Fuck your friend.
That wasn't my friend. That was your friend. They came to my panel.
I called you and told you what?
I didn't say nobody called me. I said your friend was on my channel the other day, right?
Okay. Oh, okay.
trying to ask, how did you convince me to say that I like your content? I said he didn't have to convince me of shit. I like his shit. You be speaking some gems on that shit.
Man, I know who the nigga was. Who would call you out of the blue and ask you some dumb shit like that?
They was in my on my panel on my channel when you was there, when I was live. Okay, whoever it is be on your channel. They followed you from your channel.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
Say it all
no, wait, yeah, but hey, I don't want no one talking to you about meat unless it's meat.
You got a level.
You were the true day ones.
Yeah,
it's hard to find people like you, writer. It's hard to find. No one's an activist. No one do nothing. Everybody lazy, but you're not lazy. You go right down to the goddamn PTA meeting and tell them motherfuckers, man, you know, because it's foul and you stink.
The OG got that cash. Y'all hear him?
Hey, man, I was in my PTA meeting drunk every time. I was there, though. You understand what I'm saying? I was there. You understand? So my child had it. The parents, the teachers wouldn't have nothing to do with me because I was so drunk every day. So that my child graduated a year early. Salute, mama. But then they want me back up there after a certain, you know. I don't know. It's hard to explain, man. They want me up there. Well, babe graduated a year early. She's so smart. I'm proud of her. She's so smart.
That's
Remind me of her. Remind me of her daddy, the best who ever done it.
Yo, he said,
I just don't want her to go airborne. All that shit I went through. I just want her to be the best human being she could possibly be. Fully needed, full of coated. Fully needed, full of coated. At 17, boy, that's hell on earth to them devils, boy. They can't fuck with that logic. You can't fuck with that logic. Fuck around, kill one of you niggas. You niggas knock the shit up. Hey, is this shit still live?
who?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm sorry. It's your show.
Oh no,
You
you
in
good,
charge.
bro? You good? No,
You in
Shaq,
charge.
I just had to check on my baby. She waking up. Let me get my butt off here before she come out here like, Daddy. And I'm like, no, it's gonna take an hour to put her back to sleep.
Boy, them babies older now, nigga. They ain't going to bed till 4. Mother, stay here. Mother, stay here.
They go fuck around and wake my wife up, and then I'm gonna have to deal with
I
her.
just want to see your baby kick on your ass for a couple hours so I can laugh.
Do that every day, bro. Every day. Now,
Hey, you didn't like a baby kicking on your ass. Ain't nothing like that. Tough nigga. Tough nigga. How step to her, nigga. Can't do it.
Okay, yo, you funny as
yeah, my man, like if I raise my voice, my son be all scared. My daughter be looking like, you know what my son told me the other day? I'm like, bro, if you don't stop, I'm gonna whoop your butt. He was like, Dad, you don't really want to whoop me. I'm like,
Do
I'm like,
it's a different world.
Because I don't like he ain't never really had like a whooping. I wouldn't even because I tap him on his butt. You know, if you grab him,
Hey, where he looked in your eyes and told you that?
I can't do that no more, bro. I tapped my son butt the other day. He was like, Dad, that don't. And I'm like, man, like that shit doesn't work. I can't whoop him. I ain't about to get no.
Hey, word. You could do this as the best of them. Give it as a lecture, which is worse than any ass whooping you can give him. Give him a lecture. Oh yeah, kids hate lectures.
He don't like when I'm disappointed in him. That's what get him.
That's the best.
I'm disappointed. That shit tear him up.
Hey, that's how the Philippines works.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the mom the mom is in charge. The Philippine mom, grandma is in charge. They give him everything and tell him all the right shit. He do not want to let his family down.
Mm-hmm.
He get everything he wants. He is spoiled. He listened to. He's hugged. The kid is nurtured. He's nurtured. Word. The child is nurtured. You ever been nurtured?
Yeah, man. My mama, man. My mama.
No, man. You nurtured, but you slowly attached to him. You never been nurtured. We never been nurtured.
I'd say my mom and my grandma, bro. Because you know what my biggest.
But your mom had to look over her shoulder. Your grandma had to look over her shoulder while she was nurtured.
Oh no, I came up in the community, bro. I came up in the community.
All right.
When I moved to Detroit, it was something different. But growing up until 9 years old, definitely.
My friend, you were nurtured, my friend. Yeah. And I was too. I was nurtured.
Like, bro, I had like next door, like we had a duplex, right? So it was always a family member next door, but the house next to that was my aunt's. The other house on the other side was my cousin. Like I had family all around me growing up. Like it was cousins, aunts, aunts, and then
no. When I say nurtured, I mean nurtured.
Bro, that's why I don't seek validation outside. You know.
Well. You know, I ain't gonna do it, man. You have a little respect for you. Talk shit.
See, I know exactly what you was talking about because when I moved to Detroit, it was totally fucking different.
Okay.
So I definitely know what you're talking about because I used to be like, damn man, y'all parents don't love y'all. Like, like bro, every day.
Of course they do. Of course they do. But it wasn't nurtured.
Like bro, every day I woke up and before I went to sleep, even to this day, my mama, she either text me or call me and be like, I love you, son. She tell me how great I am. And if I'm fucking up, she tell me that shit too. But
you mean something. You mean something to somebody. Hey, you mean something to somebody.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. See, I was reared versus raised. I wasn't raised. I was reared.
Hey, children need some kind of validation for their hard work. They do.
And check this out. If you don't give it to them in the home, they go outside seeking that shit.
Yeah. So that's why I tell her. I tell her in house, you're doing great. Most kids your age can't do what you do and all that shit. I paid $150 for 2 Crocs for her and tell her, you's a good girl. You deserve this. Don't trip. Because if no one tells her that, as she gets older, she gonna feel some kind of way.
Mm-hmm. Like even my son, bro. Every day, I always tell my daughter, like, I love her. That she pretty. That she beautiful. I always build them up. So they ain't gonna never seek that shit outside the house. They don't need nobody outside telling them that shit.
You can take her half a block away and show her other ugly bitch. And so don't be her.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. And it's sad, but it's true. Because people, it's just sad that in this age that people don't look around left to the right. Look left to the right. Look at the media talking about, or social media at that. But go around what's around you. Fresh air and opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I miss you, man. I'm so sorry about what happened.
Man, we good, bro. You ain't gotta apologize.
No, you should tell me. You told me don't ever fuck with you again, you son of a bitch, and don't ever come back to my goddamn channel. That's what you said.
And I take that, and that's what I'm apologizing for. I shouldn't have said.
Yeah,
that.
you was right. You was right. It was my fault. I was completely in the wrong.
I knew I knew the situation too, though. So
no. I'm tell you what it was. She said something offline. Like she something on her show. I was on her show, and she said something that rubbed me the wrong way. But it's not something to where I can fucking. Oh, hold on. Trying to find some weed. Go get some weed. Fucking. Okay, so it was. She said something. She said that she was willing to, something to the point where she wanted to charge people for what she knows. Does that make sense?
yeah.
But my third eye just took it the wrong way, and then when I got drunk, and I was drunk, I proceeded to talk shit. It was kind of delirium. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do that, but I was speaking with my first mind.
You just say how you felt, bro. You just say how you felt. Let me get my bro.
Yeah, but I don't want to roll like that. I don't want that going down in my, that's one of the truly internet moments I'm fucking ashamed of.
I mean, that's what life is, bro. Is learning experience.
Fuck you. You was like, nigga, don't ever talk to me again. Son of a bitch.
Bro, I was talking to you in other chats the next week.
You called me a son of a bitch and said, don't ever come back to my show again. And then don't talk to me again.
You know why I did that? It was because it was like my channel you was doing that. Like I understand y'all had y'all thing, but it was like you on my channel doing this, bro. And this ain't what I'm promoting, especially with the ladies. Like we'll do that over here. And you kept going, and I'm like, bro, but then I understood you was drinking, so
It's still not an excuse,
I
man.
accept
I
people for who they
apologize.
are, bro. I
I
accept people
apologize.
for who they are.
I'm the son of a bitch, motherfucking asshole. That's me.
And, I mean, I know, 22 gonna have some good days, you gonna have some bad days. But that's 22, and I accept
I
you know.
can I can appreciate that. I can.
And I,
I'm gonna hey,
bro,
I'm gonna
I snapped a couple times on people on here recently, bro. I was having some bad days, and motherfuckers fucked around and found out. Like, bro, I be
only
cool
I
way back,
only
but
I only see only person snap. Only person you see that snap is a you on me. Who else you snap on?
it was some unscrupulous ass people who came through here. One dude talking crazy to Commander, like, bro, what the fuck wrong with you, bro? You weird.
I'll be right back.
Dude, I didn't. It wasn't even worth me snapping on, but like this dude, I don't know what the fuck he was
It
saying.
could have been worse than me. Could have been worse than me.
Oh yeah, it was, bro. Yeah, it was. It was 10 times worse.
Was it?
Yeah, bro.
What did you do? No. You gotta really step out your way to
I
piss
think
you off, which I did.
like, one dude
Who
called me.
did work?
I'm like, bro, I slapped the shit out of you in real life. In real life, I slapped the shit out of you, man. You got me.
Who did you say that to?
It was man, dude, cool now, but it was the dude from the UK. He called me a prick. But
What's his name?
that shit. Wild Heart.
I just did a show. I just did a show. They called me all kind of names, but it's cool.
I ain't call you all.
Hey, Rose. You need to come chop it up on my show where you can say whatever you want.
Hey, did you type in the chat? Let me make sure I'm linked to you.
Okay, yeah, fuck with me. Write a nose. Everywhere I go, write a go.
Yeah, I come through there. You already know. I was on your panel a couple times. Talking
Yeah,
to
no. You need to come fresh. I don't really fuck with the dirty section no more, but I fuck with one or two niggas. They come through, and it's fun.
Yeah,
hey. I have a friend.
Hey, Ryder, drop the link over here for me.
Oh, look. Here I come, look. Here I come. Word.
What's poppin'?
Like for real, nigga. Like for really. I got a nigga who don't believe in the Illuminati. He said all that shit is bullshit. I looked at that nigga. Like, knock the shit off, nigga. How can you say ain't no Illuminati, nigga, when Pac changed his name to Machiavelli? And when you read the book, I don't know. I ain't read the book. I said, you should have read the book, nigga.
Bro, some people ain't gonna believe stuff until they see it. Then it's gonna be too.
How you gonna say the goddamn Illuminati not real? All this goddamn bullshit going on right now. Right now. Oh, Illuminati's not real. I'm like, how can you look, man? Fuck Masons, all that goddamn bullshit. How about that? Fuck Masons all the way to the top of the damn Illuminati. Because you're not going nowhere with none of that shit, and someone gonna slide you to Satan's Bible with some money or not. You want money or not, and all that shit.
So, hey, Riders, is this where you got the helicopter parents? Riders came over here talking about some hell. I'm like, what the fuck is a helicopter parent? Then I just put the two concepts together. Like, okay, I'll get
it. Helicopter parent is an Asian mama. From any race. Yeah, I've seen it firsthand. Kids can't do shit. And I agree with it. Shut the bullshit down. Because the Asian mama knows right from wrong. Even a child can understand that. A child can understand when the Asian mama say, "No, that's enough."
Damn, is King Charles still going live? I ain't seen nothing come up from him in a while. I don't know.
Oh,
I
no.
don't subscribe to a lot of channels.
Oh, King Troll's still alive, man. I went on him. I went on King Troll like a week ago. Yeah, I went in on him. He cool. You can't get mad at me. He talk shit to you, but he ain't gonna treat me like that.
I ain't never really talked to King. I listen to the content. I ain't never really. I don't be talking to a lot of people, bro.
Man, I get cussed out and goddamn kicked off his show every other day. Matter of fact, if you don't believe me, I'll get kicked off next show.
I don't even be talking about. It was damn. What was the other dude's name? I ain't seen. I think of my algorithm. I cleared my thing, and I just don't see a lot of people.
You pop up on my algorithm more than you think you do.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's because Rachel be
you pop up on my algorithm more than you think you do. I'm just shy because I know you mad at me.
I ain't been mad at you in like a year, bro. I was over that shit the next week, bro.
Fuck you, nigga. You was like, nigga, if I catch your ass again on this motherfucker, nigga, you better watch out for me.
Man, you take that shit to heart, bro. You think that
I deserve that. I deserve that.
You was tripping, bro. You was tripping because you was on a panel tripping. Then you
no. There's no way that you could say I was in the right.
You was like, I'm like, bro, we don't do all that over here, man. Yeah.
But it was look, I went to her channel. Marlene, I went to her channel. And she said, I'm not gonna y'all gotta pay for the advice that I have to give. Because I'm not gonna give up what I know for free. When I will help anybody out. If they have a problem and I can help them out, I will help anybody out. If they can break through mentally for free. And so when she came on it, she said that, and then I came back to her channel, and I was drunk and came out the wrong way. That when it was Nate Sweetheart, and both he was like, "Nigga, did you ever come back here again? Ever again, you son of a bitch?" And I was like, "You know what? I'll take that."
SOB. I did not call you an SOB.
You called me a son of a bitch.
No, I still got the live stream.
But we all know you was thinking it. Fuck you. You know what? I take it on the chin. I take it on the chin. I was wrong. I should not have called her a bitch and the shit I did. But it was alcohol. But I drink better now. I drink better now. Now I know better.
I can appreciate that. That's
I
real.
apologize to your bitch, man. I mean, what do you want me to do? Fucking with you, man. But look, man, I do want to apologize to Marlene. That's her name. I apologize to her. But bitch, if you can solve my problems, I ain't gonna pay you for that. Bitch, I'm in duress. Are you charging me? You like to answer my problems, bitch? It pissed me off. So when you guys did this show talking, I just came up, man. At the time of my life, I was super hyped off anything off the internet. So I came in pumped up. I was off that bullshit. Word. I was off that bullshit. And I said, fuck that bitch.
I'm going to talk to you. You go keep my ass on here another 20, 30 minutes. I'm getting off here. I'm going to sleep.
I try to explain the game to you. I can explain to you what happened.
I understand, bro. I understood when it happened, bro. I was like, shit. It's just this how I feel. Like when shit like that happens, especially people I like and I like you, you just create a little space and let time go past, and then you come back and talk about it. Because when the shit first happened, everybody they feel some type of way. So let those feelings dissipate, and then you come back and you can have a conversation. Your ass just took a year I said shit. I was talking to you in other chats and shit. You like, what up? Your ass ain't never came back. You was blocked for like a week.
I felt bad. Because I felt bad. Because I was in the right. You never heard from the bitch again. It's my fault. It's my fault.
Nah, that ain't your fault, bro. That's your fault.
It is, man. It's my intuition. It's my strong intuition and my goddamn policies.
Yeah,
It was alcohol and intuition. It was alcohol and intuition.
Bro, I gotta buy my wife this damn couch.
It was alcohol and intuition. You gotta write it down.
No, I was just thinking like I gotta spend money tomorrow. My wife wants this vacuum for the couch.
What's your budget, brother? 500, 300, 200, or what?
Nah, it's a couch. It's a little ass couch vacuum. That shit like 120, 130. I was just like,
wait, to vacuum your couch, 120?
The shit, man.
Yeah, you could buy a vacuum for 120.
No, I got a vacuum, but she want one specifically for the couch. It's a couch vacuum. That's what she wants.
On love seat or a couch?
It's a couch. It's like a section.
She could vacuum the section, though, man. She could buy that for like, how much you charge for them to come up there? 150. To come vacuum her shit.
Oh shit! No, I'm buying it so she can do it. I ain't about to pay nobody to come on in.
Hey man, if she wanted someone coming in for 150 to vacuum the couch, man, let them do that shit.
No, I ain't bougie like that. I ain't got it like that neither.
You do got it like that.
Mm-mm.
The shit you talk, you smart. You got it like that.
I ain't trying to have. You know how smart I am. I never paid motherfucker nothing to do.
Hey, you smart enough to be talking that smart shit to me.
I ain't paying nobody to do shit I can do. I
never $150.
$150.
Now you can buy a vacuum $150, but she ain't gonna do it herself. You gotta get your ass down there.
Oh no, my wife, she Middle Eastern, bro. She love cleaning. That's like that's her shit. She love cleaning, man.
I know.
DNA.
Hey man, I just came back from the Philippines.
Crazy shit, bro. I'd be like, man.
I just came back from the Philippines where you can have a dirty house, right? But anybody gotta say nothing. The ants gonna do all the talking. It don't matter where you at in the house. It don't matter, nigga. Crumbs on the bed, nigga. Here they come. And that's why they so clean. Ain't by happenstance, the ants will expose you.
Where the plumber, the flood, the house. What the hell is it? I don't know if I'm also learning the effects of economy. But I don't know what I'm about to take my ass to sleep. Y'all got me tripping. But yeah, bro, put that notification bell. Come back through. I probably ain't going live tomorrow, but probably Tuesday. I'll probably be live Tuesday. Come through and kick it with me, man. We'll do an open panel, open topic, and just talk some shit. But I'm about to get my ass off here. Y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are conversations that create nations. And if I say anything to resonate with y'all, do me a favor, hit that share button. Tell somebody. Help me spread the word. Shout out to everybody who came through the chat, who came through the panel. I can't think right now. I'm taking my ass to sleep. Love y'all. See y'all later, man.
And do it for the 9.
What up, 9?
Acknowledge me!
They've been telling y'all love, and I can't even tell y'all right. The way you feel influences the way you think, and the way you dictates the actions you take.
You there, sitting at home, acknowledge me.
When I move, is it a quick rumble? I will never ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.